Welcome to the Neen Valley Role-Playing Association, a group of friends who like to play RPGs, role-playing games, and try and have fun. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.
Hey everybody, welcome to a session of East Texas University that we hadn't planned, but we all found ourselves not doing what we thought we might be doing on a Saturday evening, and so we're instead going to play some East Texas University for your viewing pleasure and for our fun. First off, what I'd like to do is ask for the thumbnail of each of your characters, and then I'm going to have to ask for a little bit of help, because our last session, which was simply Fish and Grace, we screwed up technically, and that one was we have not put on because we missed some audio. So we're going to give you a quick catch up. Not a ton happened, but enough happened that you need to know what happened. So with that, I'll go around the horn. We'll start with Pete. Tell us who you're playing, Pete.
I am playing Andy Armstrong. Short, slim, weedy, nerdy. He's that's what he is. Wears glasses because he's got poor eyesight.
Got it. Let us then jump across to you, Christine. Tell us about Grace.
So I am playing Grace Whitmore. She is a young lady who is 18, slim, sporty build, average height, short, blonde, spiky hair. She is a football major.
Yes.
She's a football major. That would be English football, as in American soccer. Although there is a coach trying to persuade her to give American football a try. She's over here from London, and she's not particularly happy to be here, but her father took a job over here and he wanted his daughter to remain close at hand rather than stay in London and take up the offer she had to play for a girls football team there. So yeah, she is here on a sporting scholarship.
Very
there you
good.
go.
And last but not least,
I play
go ahead,
a
Rob.
character called Charles Perch. His nickname is Fish because a perch is a fish. It's also something that you can sit on as well, but having a nickname of Sit On Me isn't quite as fun as Fish, I don't think.
Those stool is funny.
Stool is very good. Yes, you can have a lot of puns with stools. So I'm the oldest out of the three of us. I'm 20. I've academically I'm advanced. Some people are, if you've ever seen The Big Bang Theory, some people are the Sheldon Cooper likes. Charles isn't a Sheldon Cooper, but he's more of a Leonard Hofstadter. So he's able to already taken college and university prior to actually coming to the US of A. And he comes over to the US of A because his robotics, which is part of his mechanical engineering, and his computer sciences are best over in the States. And the East Texas University is doing more along the lines of what he's after, to make a profession for himself after studying. He could have gone to MIT, but they specialise more in other things, and he wasn't interested in those other bits. He literally just wants to do what he needs to do academically to start off for the basis for his further careers and endeavours. And it was by happenstance that we managed to meet Grace, but Andy and myself were on the same international flight, so we got chatting as we do, and at least the fish has got an acquaintance already, which was absolutely fantastic.
And you've already been through several things together, including the freshman orientation, which turned into a bit of a fiasco. We won't go into that here because we already have. Instead, we'll focus on what in the world was going on with Andy that he wasn't available when you went to try and find him just a couple of about a week ago. What do you think was going on, Andy? You tell us. Or you can sit there and gape at us. Either way.
I mean, I don't know. Concentrating on his studies.
Yeah, that's what he's telling us. That's what he's
He was in the university late. In the library. Sorry.
Grace heard a different story to that. Yep. So she did.
Yep.
Yeah, she did.
Late at the library.
Different story from one of her colleagues.
Here's exactly what I think. What's her name?
Well, you know that looking like he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's he might have someone.
Maybe someone in his same major, one of his classes that he's chatting with.
Could be. Yeah, maybe he decided to go for a bit of pizza.
Okay.
Offering her chewing gum.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking? Let's see here. I'm trying to find here we go. We can always use the most wonderful tool in the world, fantasy name generator. I think her name is Evelyn Francis. And we will need to keep track of her. I think Evelyn is also in the same major as you, which is
majoring in
psychology, isn't it?
Psychology, correct. Yeah.
Oh, dude, don't date a chick that's majoring in psychology. That's just a joke for all you ladies who did that. They're not all trying to fix themselves and have dark problems that they will bring along into the relationship. But yeah, intro to psych.
Well, Andy's also doing it, so you know.
I think that you are meeting with her in the library because you're studying. It just so happens that she's pretty and nice, and she's happy to have a study partner, and she may not realize yet that you have any ulterior motive besides just studying and getting smart.
Yep. Yep.
So I think that's possibly where you were when your phone buzzed and you were just like, turn that over.
Not allowed to use it in the library. It's
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. You wouldn't want to be doing that.
Andy always follows the rules.
And he's not gonna check his texts either. He's way too busy. So during that period of intense study, I'd like to take a moment and think about talk about what happened during our missed episode. And for that, the person who wrote the whole thing, I'm going to turn it over to her for just a minute, and we're going to see this through the eyes of Grace Whitmore. I'm doing this to you, Christine. This is so nice.
Yeah, indeed. So, well, Grace, it was a Friday night. It's party time.
Yeah.
And Grace had received an invitation to a frat party. And it was at the Tau Zeta Delta house on campus. And she's not stupid enough to go on her own. She always thinks, be a zebra, be a zebra, be a zebra. So she managed to persuade Charles to join her on this little outing. She tried to get Andy, but he just wasn't responding. And, we'll agree to differ on what he was up to, but you know. So she, I don't know.
You guys showed up to the party? You and Fish?
We showed up to the party. And when we got there, there was thumping beat coming out of the house. Obvious signs of a party going on there. There were several other frat houses around that seemed to be having a party going on. It's Friday, it's party night, so you know.
Absolutely.
They were all getting in there on the act. But yeah, when we got there, when we walked in, we were greeted by a young lad who offered us a drink, offered us the punch. When we went over to see this punch, we was a little shocked, you know. It's not quite how we do it in England, but you know, there you go. What can you say? There's a bathtub in the living room set up with a really weird looking red liquid in it and some fruit thrown in, and we were given these red plastic cups that they filled up with this punch stuff, and well, Charles and I sipped at it a little bit and really decided that wasn't probably a good thing to drink, so we quietly made our way through to the kitchen and changed to some beers and went out into the back garden.
Yeah, what is it with those red plastic cups? It seems like every movie they use these red plastic cups. I mean, it's like this is the only cup you can buy on American universities.
It is such a recognized brand. The red Solo cup. I think there's even a song nowadays about it. But the red Solo cup. I was like, I want to have a red Solo cup. This is not a Solo cup. It's an off-brand. But I was like, surely I've got one lying around. And so I went down to the basement. There was you get them in huge sleeves, for next to nothing. And if you're a poor college student, you can wash those things and use them over and over before they finally start cracking after about the 30th use. So not a bad little thing to have around is a sleeve of red Solo cups, and they come in red. They now come in every color because that's what it is. Back in the day, that was just their like one color.
No respect for tradition.
I tell you what, yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
Okay, so
right. Aside.
Putting down their red Solo cups, they picked up beers in the kitchen and headed out into the backyard.
Mm-hmm. And the backyard, it's much quieter. You can actually hear yourself think out there. There's a couple of kids out here having a smoke. But the thing that intrigues us, and certainly intrigued Charles, was that there's a pool, kiddie pool, over in the corner, and it seems to have some burned out candles around it. It had a stick with a shrunken head on it. That really freaked Charles out. He was really interested in that. And there's some chalk symbols on the ground as well around things, and just looked a bit funky. But as we were going over to that, I heard a scream from the front of the house. And I went to investigate that. Charles didn't join me for this bit, but I went out to investigate, and there was a young girl out there. She was crying. She kept muttering on about some scabby, flaky, wrinkly dude who'd come and bitten her. and he'd bitten her, and her boyfriend was trying to calm her down, but she was in a real state. And again, thinking like a zebra, I wasn't going to go and investigate this on my own. I went back round to try and persuade Charles to come and join me. He was doing some weird things with a stick trying to get hold of that shrunken head. He really wanted the shrunken head. So I helped him out and reached over and took the head and basically persuaded him to join me in trying to track down this flaky, wrinkly dude that had bitten this girl. We went off in the direction that she'd indicated, and about 2 blocks down we found a young man there, Steve. I think it was Steve. Was it Steve?
Don't mix that up, otherwise everybody will make fun of you.
Yeah, Steve. It was Steve.
Definitely
Steve.
We see Steve, who is looking a little under the weather and is kind of rocking, and he's muttering about his friend Mike, who has apparently gone bonkers, and basically is acting kind of like he's dressed as a zombie. He's telling us this story about the previous day. They'd been trying to prank Junior into making a zombie. So they'd filled up this kiddies pool in the back of the yard and done symbols and done a ritual and tried to persuade him about creating zombies. But apparently Mike freaked since this had happened and was kind of acting like a zombie. He'd attacked people and he was off in the trees. And sure enough, when Charles and I went over towards the trees, we could hear moaning and stumbling, and there was definitely somebody in there. And when we finally find this kid, he acted way quicker than we reacted, way quicker than we thought he would. He basically raced over and bit Charles.
He did.
Well, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He was muttering.
Yeah.
Now, this I'm not sure about, but I've got written down, and it could have been spell checked on my phone, I must admit, but I wrote it down that apparently he was a slumped figure with bad breath, and he kept muttering 6 hearts for me. That might have been a spell check, I'm not sure. I don't know if he really wanted 6 hearts, but he was muttering some weird things.
Very good.
But he went after Fish, bit him, so I punched his lights out, basically. I punched him. And I don't know, it seemed to jar him back into reality. It seemed to shake him and make him come around, and he seemed to just literally in front of our faces alter back to a young kid wearing really bad, skanky green, scabby makeup and really confused and frightened. He didn't know what had been going on. He didn't know what day of the week it was. And at that point, we heard cop cars down the road. So I gave him an out and told him it was probably that they'd had some funky candles or something. Maybe there was something in the candles, some kind of drug or something, and he was spaced out. Gave him a towel from my backpack and my water bottle so that we could basically try and wash off the crap off his face. And basically Charles and I helped him and Steve back to the frat house and took them upstairs to their bedrooms to basically sleep it off, because they were, both of them, in a bit of a state. And as we did that, the guy we were helping, Steve, was very appreciative of the help we'd given, and he basically said to Charles that he'd put a good word in for him if he wanted to consider putting himself up for joining their fraternity. It wasn't a definite in, but obviously it would be him vouching for Charles being a good guy and somebody they might want in the frat house. So he's got a possible opportunity to join Tau Zeta Delta.
Absolutely. And we did learn a little bit about some of the other fraternities. We also learned... But it doesn't matter about that right now. We can keep that to ourselves and bring it out as we must. However...
Probably best to, because I kept changing your names.
I fixed those. After that, we had one other little personal interaction in which you met up with the coach, Parker, and I didn't write his last name down well.
Parker Klein.
Klein. Dang, that's a K.
Yep, Parker Klein. he approached me and said he'd heard some good things about me, and apparently their current kicker has been injured and probably won't be able to play for the rest of the season, so he'd heard that I was possibly somebody who might be able to stand in, but he asked if I could come down to the field, sports field, the next day to kick some balls, and he could basically judge from there what he thought as to my skill level, which I happily agreed to do. I enjoy trying out different sports. I love sports, so I made him quite understand that I would do nothing that my coach wasn't happy with. Chloe Elliott,
Yes.
my soccer coach, she has to agree to me helping out the American football team. But yeah, so I went down to the pitch and kicked some balls for him from the 20-yard line and the 30-yard line and the 50-yard line. And I think he was reasonably impressed, because he sort of said to me, you know, he'd be having a chat with my coach and see if he could get me in for some training.
All right. With that,
Yeah.
I'm
he
going
wasn't that
to.
impressed when I bloody did the same thing.
Oh gosh, here we go. Christy, I'm dealing bennies.
Oh.
Look at this. Bennies are out here. What I'd like to say is during the following week, he did approach
Chloe,
your coach,
Elliott.
Chloe Elliott. And Chloe evidently came to some sort of agreement with him where your time is really rough in the evenings now. You are spending your early afternoons right as classes end, doing your football, and then or soccer for all the rest of us, and then rolling directly from that across campus. Not across campus, it's close. I haven't put a soccer pitch yet onto the map, but I will. I'm just looking for one, but it is near the American Football Stadium, and we will get that on there. In the brief 20 minutes you got to move across there, it is a bit difficult. And what they've got you doing right now is changing in the visitors' lockers. First day was weird. They issued you a full uniform, and they are a Nike school. No, they're not. I think these guys are. I want to say. No, I think these are a Nike. This is a Nike school. So what they're going to do, what you get is amazing cleats. These cleats are not like any cleats you've worn before, which have the round studs. It's a different shape. I'll let you Google that. But they're square and they sort of angle back slightly. The shoe itself for you could either get one that was a high top type thing that would tie up high, but probably for your kicking you want the flexibility in the ankle, so they give you a low one. And they said if you want to wear your own shoes for kicking, you can do as you please, because that's what it is, but we're issuing these to you. You also get a pair of very tight pants. When I say pants, I mean the American term. The legs come down and just cover your kneecaps. They lace up the front, and there's a place for a belt that sort of goes over. It's sort of those little plasticky belts that you see on maybe some sports things. There are pockets inside of those trousers. There are two pockets that are right over your kneecaps, and there are some soft foam, about maybe, I don't know, a 1/4 inch deep, that you push into those pockets, and those cover your knees. And then there's two sort of oblong, harder pieces that go into pockets just above that sort of cover your upper thigh. Around your waist, there is and attached to the belt that's with the pants, they sort of lace through it, is a piece of padding that sort of goes across your hip bone and tails a teeny piece down, or not hip bone, your, right there at your waist. And then it goes down just slightly onto your hip on both sides. And then there's a sort of uncomfortable thing in that there's a skinny piece that goes down your tailbone. Above that, you have a mesh shirt that it's a tight mesh, so it's not like showing away everything, but it's got a nice raven on it, and it's a practice jersey with the number on back. And underneath that, you have your shoulder pads. These lace up the front, so you put them over your head and lace them up the front and tie that lace. There's a loop under your arm that you can tighten down, and there's a small piece that hangs over your shoulder that's loose, so it moves with your arm. And then there's a broader plastic piece that goes down just to the top of your breasts that sort of covers there, and it goes down to top third of your back. Above that, you have your helmet, which is like any type of helmet you would normally see, except that you do have a face mask. For you as a kicker, they have one little bar because it's just a token, because odds of you being in an actual impact are pretty low, and it gives you maximum visibility. It also has the ravens upon it. You have gone down to the field. Most of your practice is spent doing calisthenics to keep in shape with the rest of the team. But as soon as that's done, you are kicking the ball and kicking the ball and kicking the ball and kicking the ball. And that's what you do for about an hour. And it's just one after another. They've got two guys that are volunteers that do nothing but pick up the balls and set the balls up for you. So that's been going on for you. Fish, what has been going on in your life this last week? You have, which one of you guys you haven't gotten in touch with Glenn Mack yet. He's been busy. But I think you still have a shrunken head, one of you.
Yeah, I've still got the shrunken head. I have been dragged to the 9th plane of Hades and back again because that stupid English literature teacher is really starting to piss me off. It's getting to the stage now where I'm really thinking about going to the dean and saying, I don't need this course. I want out. You know,
it is pretty rough.
I'm doing the work because, you know, the university expects something from me. But yeah, it's getting ridiculous. You know, I'm not going into journalism. He's treating the whole thing like it's a journalism course. It's not. It's supposed to be English literature, and he's just not floating my boat, so to speak.
There's a lot of writing. It's been a shocking amount of writing.
I have been stuck solid in either my workrooms, the library, and everything else. Now, I know full well that by doing 2 university courses at the same time, I'm doubling my workload. But this guy has basically just trebled it. And it's stupid. It's absolutely
so you guys
stupid.
Are probably each taking 5 courses. So 4 courses, they're 3 hours a piece. Is what they're. A 12-hour is a full load. You can stop there. A lot of freshmen will at least try and do 15 to try and get get a little bit ahead, because there's always going to be times that you're struggling. So you guys have a number of courses that are conflicting as you are working through your courses. I see that's been a hard one for you. Do you think that your advanced robotics class has been going well? It's mostly programming. at this point?
At the moment, yeah, the robotics side of things is relatively easy. Absolutely correct. It is all programming, and with a rudimentary understanding of coding, I'm not slipping behind on that one. In actual fact, I think that's more the fun side of my decisions. The mechanical engineering side of things, that's leaning on a lot on maths as well as, so I've already got the maths degree, so that's relatively easy, but putting it into an engineering aspect, that's very interesting. I do feel that a lot of what I'm actually learning may not be of relevance in my future plans, but to actually have that, that's quite good. The only thing that doesn't seem to slot in is this frigging journalist who wants to try to be a teacher.
Very good. Let's move across then to Andy. I think, you guys are in some of the same boats. I think last time I gave everybody a bear class that they were struggling with. And I think for you, it's statistics. Stat is kicking your butt, and it's not because you can't do it, you're not smart enough. It's the teacher. Stats is just you're having to put a little extra effort into that. You're taking psychology, you're taking English 101, you're taking stat, and a couple of other courses. Is there a course that all three of you share? What about you guys take American history for the jollies of it, and are in that same course?
Yeah.
Which is taught by a fairly jovial man, an African-American man who adds a lot of color about some things that are not necessarily covered in most history books, and it's actually been halfway enjoyable so far. The effort that's required to push through in this course is not stunning. It's a chance for you guys to actually enjoy yourselves instead of just being forced to shove the stuff into your brains. In that class as well, you guys notice you see Mara Gates is in there. She is the young lady who was bitten. And it's a U-shaped auditorium. There's three levels of desks. The teacher stands down at the far end of this U with a blackboard behind him, and once in a while will put PowerPoints on or things like that. Most of the time, he lectures. He loves to throw in pieces from American literature, and just to give you guys other things to think about, so that he's trying to inspire you to read beyond just the history and do other things. He's that type of professor. At the end of course, and we're going to say that this course happens at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday.
I've got a feeling that's important information. I'm going to uncharacteristically write it down.
So your shared class for the semester is at 2 p.m. ends at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. It starts at 12:15. Nope. Take that back. 12:45. It's an hour and 15 minutes. Yes. Man, I would be struggling in stats. But anyway.
So it starts at 12:45 and finishes at
2 p.m. At the
that's
end of
every
class,
Wednesday.
every Wednesday, you guys. So you know that your soccer practice starts at 5:30, runs for you do it for about an hour, and then you move across to the football. So 5, 6, you're not done until about 7:30 in the evening. Grace. And guess what? This is fall semester. That's football season. Soccer season is in the spring. So there will be games upcoming that are going to take some of your weekend time. So if you see how this sports thing may affect your rolling for your tests, it's because you are very busy. You're a very busy young woman. However, at the end of this class, Mira comes over to you guys. She says, "Hey, I just want to thank you again for when that guy bit me. That was so weird." And he's apologized to me. He was really embarrassed. He said he wasn't himself, but whatever. I'm not going to any of those parties again. But I'm doing an understudy for someone who's in the movie that they're making in the drama department. And you know how you guys stopped a zombie sort of. Well, there's been some weird things going on. And like at night when they're doing some of the night shoots, I've seen like stuff move, and I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. I thought, you guys might look at it like you did for me when you chased down the zombie person.
Uh-huh.
It's we're doing most of our filming. And give me 2 seconds to make sure I say the right thing. In the Newton Theater, the new theater that they built at the edge of campus. And so we've been doing some stuff up on the stage, sort of like a sound stage thing, and it's been creepy. I don't know. Anyway, just something for you to think about. Never mind. I'm sorry.
How do you mean creepy? I mean creepy like spooky, or creepy like your strange uncle that keeps looking at you?
No, like spooky, I guess is a better word. I got there's cold, you walk through cold spots sometimes, and there's, like I said, there's problems with some of the equipment, and I just know the teacher's really not happy. Dr. James, Trina James, she's running the production, and she's fit to be tied about some of this. But anyway, if you guys know anybody, or you want to take a look at it, I could get access to the theater after hours.
Andy leans forward. Yeah, I'd love to come and have a look. That sounds really interesting.
Oh, are you one of their friends?
Yeah, sorry, I heard they told me about what happened, but I was studying. Oh man, that's stats. I got a terrible stats teacher. I'm having to do a lot of work to catch up. But anyway, that's beside the point.
Irish too?
Yeah,
Irish.
Go and get the other female and the dog, and we'll be right on it.
Why am I Irish? What?
Sorry.
That's actually the perfect response to a very ignorant statement, which is your facial look was, what? Somehow in her mind, she has conflated that they're Irish and thought you must be Irish too.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there's also Americans who call themselves Irish as they talk in a broad American accent.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm Irish.
Yeah.
They're only Irish as long as they're enjoying St. Patrick's Day
Absolutely.
every day
after
of the night.
Yeah. Screw it after that.
They bleed
Okay.
green.
So, you guys have a couple of reasons to try and hunt down Glenn Mack. One, you've got a weird tarry head.
Yes.
And an interesting story there. And then now you have another interesting story. Is that something you're interested in trying to do?
Yeah, I think so. So was
Very
this
good.
is what filming at the auditorium?
No, it
New
was
theatre.
filming. Yeah,
At the theatre.
Newton Theatre.
Newton Theatre.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
I'm up for that.
So, you guys have, I'd say you got about 40 minutes. Your next class, actually, so 2. You probably have one more class in here before you have to scoot off. So I think you guys could run across and talk to Glenn Mack if you got it. It's not too far from the class you're in to the building where he's got his office. We find you at his office, and it's you've been here a couple of times now, and he's inside. He's talking to Jackson when you knock on the door and open it up. It's a larger room. It's got a bit of standing area in front of it, and he's got a little terrier that's very nervous and sits back in the corner on a pillow. And then you see Jackson says, "Yeah, and I think that it's worth looking into, and yeah, I'll get on that." "Hey guys," says Jackson, and Professor.
Is Jackson his
waves
first
at
name
you.
or his last name?
It is probably. I've got his full name, but I don't have it in my mind right now. I want to say this is his last name, but that's what they. Nope. His name is Jackson Green. This is his first name.
I go, howdy.
I see you're fitting in here. You know they've got a cultural event coming up for you international students.
Hey,
So
I tell you
yeah,
what,
that'll be.
literally, I'm so involved with the history of the American history. I'm loving it.
A couple of years
Yeah,
ago.
all 160 years of it. It's fantastic. So I think I'm getting their howdies down because that was quite a turning point in your guys' histories, isn't it?
Yeah, just watch out for the duties. Howdy doody. Yeah.
Oh my. You'll shut
Okay.
up
Anyway,
tonight,
it was an old
Jackson.
TV show in the 50s. Anyway, so what's up, guys? Glenn Mack is just sort of sitting there. He's looking at you guys.
Oh, I
Waiting
brought a head for you.
What?
And I put the head on Professor X's desk.
Yeah, they're looking at that. It's like that looks real. That doesn't look
Looks
like
cool, doesn't it?
that's pretty gross, says Jackson.
Yeah.
Professor says, "Where'd you get this?"
Out of the ground.
What?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Right. So at the back of this party
Fraternity house?
last week, we found some some chalk circles, some burnt down candles, and this. And and it intrigued me. So I managed to, Grace got it for me and I took it. But then we found out that 2 seniors were trying to play a prank on a freshman, and they used this head. But one of the seniors decided to dress up as a zombie whilst doing this incantation or setting all of this lot up, and he did an incantation of some sort, and then he actually turned into a zombie.
Really?
Yeah, he bit a student.
He was certainly acting like, I'm not going to say he turned into one, but he was certainly acting like one, and he lost all sense of time, didn't he? He lost
he lost all sense of time. When Grace kicked him around the side of the head, you could certainly see that something got dislodged, and his mannerisms, his facial expressions, his skin tone colouring all changed back to normal. The only thing was that he couldn't remember anything past setting up the circles. So I've had this in my dorm room for the last week. So
Jackson.
Yeah.
But that's one of the reasons why we're here tonight.
I should just say, can I just say, Professor, the head and the candles and a lot of the Halloween stuff these kids had bought, they bought it from some pawn shop down in town.
Really?
Apparently it sells all sorts of stuff, but it sells quite a lot of this sort of funky stuff.
Know the name of it?
I didn't actually write that bit down, so unfortunately, since it didn't record, I haven't got it. So, yeah, she does. She wheels it off to you, but you're going to have to come up with that one. Because
I did get told, but I thought it was a pawn shop, so, I didn't want to go into an over 18s shop just for, shrunken heads or blow-up dolls. You can see the connection, deflated head, blow-up head.
I see.
You see,
interesting.
So yeah. And I don't think it's a place that Grace should go into either. I'm quite sure that she might be shocked. I mean, she supports Spurs, for Christ's sake.
Pawn shop. That's funny. So a pawn shop in town actually had a real shrunken head.
Yeah. I thought it was a bit weird. I thought maybe somebody might need to look into it. I wondered if Jackson might go down there and have a look at it.
Jack says, it's probably a really good idea. Says, I'll look into that. And I'll find the name of that pawn shop for you. But it's not going to be pretty that pawn shop is selling stuff that's, he says, he looks at it, and he looks over, actually, not Jackson, but Professor Glenn Mack looks over at you, Andy, and he says, what do you think of it? I'd like a spirit roll. Or you can give me an occult, if you so choose.
Oh my.
There we are. Right. Weird.
Okay. He says you feel that there's something vibrating, resonating. It's not normal.
Yeah, there's definitely I don't know. There's a resonance to it.
That's a good way to put it.
It has significance in the way that, an ordinary head wouldn't.
That's a really good way to put it. I definitely think, Jackson, do you Jackson says, I don't, it just looks gross. Glenn Mac sighs, he goes, yeah, I'll look at this and see if there's anything we can do about it. Thank you for the information on that. Anything else you guys have going on?
Oh yeah, so there was some. So the woman who got bit, I think you said. I think it was the woman who got bit. You said, you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was saying that they've been filming at the Newton Theatre, and there's been some strange goings on there overnight. She says.
The Newton Theater. Have we looked at that? He says to Jackson. Jackson says, no, that's it's one of the newer buildings. I don't think we've ever had anything with that. I mean, there's something 2 years ago. Maybe someone says, I don't think so. I don't think we've done any testing in there or anything. Look, I'm out of town, like taking off now. I'll be back next week, but he says, we could trust him with the stuff. And Glenn Mac says, oof, there is some expense involved, but yeah, if you guys have a way to, I mean, I'll give you a pass to get in after hours. If anyone gives you a hard time, send them to me. But
that'd be handy, thanks, yeah.
Absolutely. He says, and you can look right now into your OneNote under the tab Tools Available. Jackson takes you over to the closet. Oh, that's really sad. I'm sorry, Rob.
No.
I don't know why you can't get into that.
I can get it. You should be able to get in via browser. It's just can't get into the.
Yes. That's how I do it. I have to do it through browser. I can't do it
through the browser.
Through my own OneNote. So if you put the OneDrive link into your browser.
Yeah, I see tools available there. Yeah.
So he says, "Yeah, we got
tools. Oh, excellent.
We got some." He says, "Yeah, look, if you're gonna take the FLIR, look, it's like
interactive talking bear.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be good with ghosts that are like children and stuff, and it's pretty good at detecting stuff. I mean, it's got multi detectors in one, right? It's got it detects vibration really well, and it also has it's also got an EMF detector. That silly bear is actually pretty good. You set it down somewhere. Yeah, we got some spike temperature change detectors. They'll let you know if there's a big change in temperature that happens within roughly about a 15-foot of the puck if you put it down. We got a couple of digital recordings things, so you can try and get the those electronic voice phenomenons and try and catch that type of thing. We got a couple of ultrasound monitoring devices, so you can see if there's noises that are outside of your hearing range that are going on. Like I said, we got couple of electromagnetic field detectors. Those are the best things. That's what we were using, when you guys were at the Raven's Roost. That's how we were sort of tracking down that, what we thought was a ghost in there. Definitely, you want one of those, or at least the FLIR. That's about $2,500 worth of equipment right there. But it's just a little handheld. You can detect thermal really well with it. Got a couple of, just Sony handy cams. Your phones are probably about as good as those. Yeah, we got the bear. Couple of spirit pods. There's 4 of those. These ones are the silent alarm ones. They just have a light that goes off. So they put out like a static field, and if the static field gets disturbed, the light comes on them. That's, if you were to walk by, you'd disturb the static field. So we've tested it ourselves here in the office, and it's good for about 15 feet around the puck. And we've got one of them Hexcom word generators. It's got 2,000 random words that sort of appear, and supposedly ghosts are able to like influence which ones come up on the screen. We both think it's a bunch of crock, but it's crock anyway. But we got that in case you're interested. But yeah, you guys can take any of that stuff. Just really be careful with that FLIR.
Gotta say, for me, I prefer just talking to them.
Oh, well, that's probably a good idea.
But then
do it.
I found that most people can't. So, hey, if you guys want to take some of this this equipment, could be useful.
Glenn Mack looks at you guys. Do you know any rituals? Is that are you implying you know that ritual? The speak with dead?
Oh no, it's just that I don't know. I've just got a knack. I don't summon the dead. They're just there. And if they're there, I can tend to see them and communicate.
Very, very interesting. We'll love to talk to you more about that. That's an interesting skill. Sure would preclude a lot of some of the problems we have to go through. I would say that the communication bit is something you haven't really gotten through. You see stuff, and
says here +2 to all roles made to sense or communicate with supernatural beings.
Okay, yes. The trying to communicate is a role, and there is a magic ritual which you guys will come upon probably in their future, which is called Speak with Dead, and that will give you a much more in-depth chance to communicate. I think with yours you would be able to do some basic communication, which that's going to be very important. Okay, so what do you take?
All of it. The more things we have to throw at things, the better it might be.
Yeah, what looks like it could do the most damage?
Engineer, then I think you'll be dealing with the equipment. It won't be me, that's for sure. I don't know which end of the equipment to hold.
FLIR.
I'm going to say, what will do the most damage when we throw it? Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to hit
that would probably be my
you guys. I'm not letting you guys get dynamite once. Okay. So go ahead and pick through what you'd like, and I'm going to do a quick restroom break, and we will get back to what you do next. Excellent. The team has gotten their gear together. They've decided on what ghost hunting gear that they're going to take with them for this investigation. Couple of quick questions. Before you go off to practice, when your dad shows up at the edge of the campus and waves you down because he's texted you to come over, are you surprised?
Well, yeah, very, very surprised. What are you doing here, Dad? What?
Your mom's right behind him in a brand new vehicle. They've gotten themselves a pickup truck. Your dad gets out and he says, "Grace, early birthday. This is for you." And he tosses you the keys to the old vehicle, and it is yours. You can see that as a sub-page of your character.
I had seen it, yes.
Indeed.
That is now yours.
Malibu Classic. 98 or something, is it?
it's like ancient, but it's a tank. But yeah, it'll get you around town.
Andy.
Got about 200,000 miles on it.
Andy. A prod Andy.
Yeah.
What's Grace's surname?
Whitmore.
Okay. I sign out. Grace Whitmore.
So you guys sign out the stuff. You've gotten a vehicle. You drove it over, parked by the stadium, and have gone to practice. What time are you guys setting to meet up to go to the Newton Theater?
Well, let's see. So it is.
She's not done until about
4.
7.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she's done at 7. Then she's going to want to go eat.
Yeah.
So,
shower.
Say eat, shower. 9 o'clock.
Sound good?
Unless Grace, do you fancy? I've got a bit of studying to do in the library, so I might not be finished until around about 7 myself. Do you fancy getting something to eat? All 4 of us might as well sit down for something to eat.
That sounds good, yeah. What are you thinking?
Anywhere on campus. I mean, we got the thing to do after anyway, so, by the time you get yourself a shower, come on over. We can go to the main eats. At the main
cafeteria.
restaurant.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and grab a little something there. I'm sure Evelyn will be studying in the library as well, so she might as well sit with us and eat. Andy, that will get you there.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure.
Fair enough.
And
Can I just out of character? Can I just ask, where is this Newton Theatre on the map?
can we get the
You
map
will
up?
find it on the map shortly, because I have made a couple of things slightly different for you.
Yeah, crap.
Don't worry.
Yes.
I will cut and paste this and put it in your OneNote.
Is that number 6?
It's number 5
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah.
blurry.
in red.
I'm blurry.
So-
It's down
Yeah.
At the very bottom, I have added 6
Oh, yeah,
more
there it
numbers, and I have added 6 more buildings that I wanted to add.
Okay.
Just to make things.
Is there an eatery close by to it? Is what I'm going to ask.
Shoot, I don't even know where the campus cafeteria is. I was just taking a quick look to see if it even is on there. If not, then we'll just random room it and call it. This building right here that doesn't have a number, we're going to use that for a lot of things. So,
Which building doesn't have a number? Sorry.
right here,
Yeah.
I'm doing
Not
it
seeing
again.
you. Where are you flashing?
I'm pinging. I'm pinging.
Okay,
again.
pinging, not flashing. I don't. Is anybody seeing that? I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
seeing
hang on.
anything.
I'm seeing.
It's
It's
to the left
very
of number
dark.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I probably
underneath
need
number
to change
4.
my color to
I see it.
there. Change my to
Yeah, that's it. I
I
can see
changed
that.
colors and
Yeah.
didn't even do much. Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll call that right now, unless you guys spot somewhere on here the cafeteria, which I'm not seeing.
Well.
Then that will be the cafeteria for now. This is a notional at best. We will use it as our absolute map, but at the same time, if we need to throw other buildings on there and things like that, we'll do that as we go. So you guys,
Would the student centre be where they'd be captured?
you know what? Let's say that. Where's the student
The
Number
center?
Raven's
6.
Nest? What's the
Number
Raven's
6, the
Nest?
Edgar Garland Student
Oh, no.
Centre.
I am looking for it. That's right
which
here.
Which is there.
Perfect. I think that's exactly where it's going to be. I think the cafeteria is there as well as the lounge. It's where your mailboxes are. Well, no, you got mailboxes in your dorms. It's where numerous things for students are.
Just across the parking lot to the theatre.
Perfect.
Yeah, which makes sense, really. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can go there, and then we can go over to the theatre after.
Yeah, that's got a nice little
say 9 o'clock
central square as well, hasn't it, with trees and stuff? So you probably sit out there and eat.
Absolutely.
At student centre, yeah.
It's fall. It's not so bad. The Texas heat is starting to calm down. It is still remarkably humid in this part of Texas. I would like to know how Andy asks Evelyn to this lunch. Dexter? Hey, you want to do lunch at the cafeteria?
Yeah.
All right.
Basically.
Lunch is at midday.
No, dinner. I just did my dice of many emotions and got can't really see it.
I'll read it.
It's surprised. It's not going to focus on that. So I think she's like, oh, yeah, sure, meet you there. What time? And you So we find ourselves.
I just want to check something. Can I just time you back here for a second? So
please.
When my dad throws me these keys, has he also sorted out all the parking stuff?
Oh hell no! That's all going to be on you.
Is he also throwing me the cash to sort out the parking?
So your dad is really good at loving on you and all that.
Yeah.
He's really bad at logistics.
Yeah.
And you thinking about it, you're also wondering, because you did get a U.S. driver's license when you first got here, but you wonder if he's truly sorted the insurance, and so there's some things you probably need to talk to your dad about. But as of now, you can sort of park off campus, or you can park where you know that you're not going to get too ticketed. Maybe a little bit of a walk. I actually think that the big parking lot that's the edge of campus that is in front of the theater and is in front of the that is the one parking lot on campus that is not completely verboten for visitors. So there are some visitor spots, and you can pull into one of those. So we can put your car there if you would like.
Okay.
You know how to drive?
Fair enough.
Are you trained in driving?
Do you have a skill in driving?
No, I don't have a skill in driving.
So, you can drive just fine, but if there's ever a chance where something goes really wrong, you'll be making a driving roll at the unskilled level. That's okay, because we know that you've got bennies to burn for that type of thing. Very good.
You might want to put Andy behind the wheel.
That's also another idea.
He's did a bit of karting and stock car racing.
Yeah, and I think
his dad was heavily into that, so he's actually a pretty good driver.
And I think you probably can hear when she pulls up that it needs a little bit of a tightening of the fan belt. Just immediately,
Absolutely,
you're like, you know what?
I can sort that out for you.
Yeah.
Just whatever you do, don't let fish drive.
And you've seen that vehicle. It's got like a bench seat across the front. 3 people can sit in the front, 3 can sit in the back. And there's plenty of room for gear.
Excellent.
Okay. You guys eat. It's a cafeteria service. There are 3 different lines. One is sort of the standard hot meal of the day. It looks like that they've got either a sliced roast turkey with other stuff, and then there's a fish, and then there's a stand that does burgers, and there's a stand that does pizzas, I think there's another stand that probably does like burritos that you can say exactly what you want in it and that type of stuff. I mean, there's multiple things that you can choose in here. All of it you can put on your meal card. So you guys get your food, sit down, and you can imagine what you have. And also there with you is Evelyn, and she has gotten herself a salad from the salad bar. And she is sitting there with side by side with Andy when the two of you guys sit down, Grace and Perch. And she's like, "So
Have we
what are
been
you guys
introduced
doing?"
to her yet?
I don't think you are, Ben.
No.
Okay, so the first thing
so-
Grace is going to do is Grace is going to hold out her hand and say, "Hi, I'm Grace. Who are you?"
Oh, I'm
sorry,
Evelyn.
guys. This is She's this is Evelyn. She's majoring in psych with me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We're psych majors together. Yeah.
And sorry, just to introduce you, this is Grace, as she said, and we call him Fish. This is Charles, but we call him Fish because his name's Charles Perch.
Well, that's sort of mean.
Hey,
No,
it's
Oh,
not as
he likes
mean
it.
as poor old Josh
That's what he told us.
and
to
his
call him.
roommate,
Oh, really?
Josh Haggis,
Yeah, I know.
with his red hair and freckles. That was mean. That his
Really?
parents were so mean to him.
Oh, Josh Haggis? I think he's in my art appreciation class.
Ah,
No, yeah. Seems to be a nice guy.
6'3". Yeah, he does seem nice.
Big guy. Big guy, yeah.
Yeah, he's 6'3". Yeah. Red hair, freckles, brace.
Big old lunk. Yeah. He's friendly. Absolutely.
He's a friendly guy. Yeah, nice guy. Got a fixation with Dallas Cowboys.
Well, who doesn't around here?
Me.
I guess I'm talking to the wrong table. I'm talking to the wrong table. Very good. So I guess that means you're all Denver Broncos fans. I'm just joking.
So Evelyn's American. I'm from the accent, yeah?
What? I'm sorry?
Evelyn's American from
Oh,
the
yeah,
accent.
absolutely.
So whereabouts you from, Evelyn?
Dallas. So not too far, just like 2 hours-ish away.
She says 2 hours.
I go there on the
You can,
weekends to see the parents.
you can cross half that country in 2 hours.
Wow. I can't even imagine. I haven't been to England. I'd really like to.
Yeah, I mean everything's really close, but it still takes ages to get there because the roads are like all over the place.
Wow. But you guys, I mean, not to be cliche, but what are you guys majoring in?
I'm a sports major.
Sports
I'm
physio? Or sports physio, phys ed? What?
No, sports and sports physio. Yeah, I'm looking to take it in the physiotherapy side of things. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you'll probably then be taking some biology classes and some anatomy and stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah. Later on, yeah. Not started on that stuff yet.
Cool. Yeah, I'm pre-med. I just know she's not. She's psychology. She's psychology. I cannot believe I just said that. Yeah, I'm a psych major.
Are you sure you're not pre-med?
No, but I'd like to be a psychiatrist, and be able to prescribe because I think that would probably be a better path to where I know it's a lot more schooling, but I'd like to head that way. It does a lot more med school type stuff, but it's psychiatry seems to be where I'd like to go. I'd like to make it, business psychiatry, because I've heard that, there's big companies that like to hire people that will be on the staff and then they'll like help take care of people, and that's like what I'm trying to do. And she trails off a little bit.
It's a decent career. Yeah. So,
That's a normal one.
yeah, that's a longer course though, isn't it?
Yeah. I would have some extra after all this, but Yeah, I'd like to do that. It's this 4-year degree, and then I think I've got 3 years of med school past that, and then that would be enough for me to be able to do the right prescriptions and things like that as necessary. But yeah, it's a tough road to hoe. But if I can't get the psychiatry, yeah, I could go into like family counseling, or there's lots of things you can do with psychology degree. I mean. There's all sorts of work with inner city youth and things like that I think would be really rewarding.
Well, I mean, we're just starting, so you've got plenty of time to make a decision.
Yeah, I get it. That's really cool, though, that you're a psychology major. What do you need to do with it, do you think?
It's an interesting one. I mean, I suppose I'm just intrigued by the human mind, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
so,
cool.
I don't know. I suppose I
Maybe
always
research.
Yeah.
Really? Research? That'd be interesting. Huh. What about you? Can I call you Fish?
Of course you can.
What are you doing?
Not much. I've already done my mathematics and pre-med. Over here
What?
I'm doing... Yeah, I've already done mathematics and pre-med. Over here I'm taking computer sciences, mainly robotics, coding, and mechanical engineering as majors.
Wow. That
Just don't get me started. Just don't get me started on English literature. Whatever you do, don't mention English lit.
Oh, you've got... What is the name of that professor?
I said don't mention it. No, seriously.
Oh, okay.
Don't
Yeah.
mention it.
Very good.
That guy is...
That guy. Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
Oh, would you guys do anything cool to see it this evening, or you guys do anything this weekend? I hear there's something for the international students this weekend.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
Yeah. You'll have to. I guess they'll probably link up with you. I don't know. They sometimes video these, and they're really cool. I mean, they give like different students who are seniors and stuff like that the opportunity to like take groups of international students and go do like cultural events, and that's all really funny because our cultural stuff is just ridiculous, like cow tipping and stuff like that. But anyway, it should be fun. I mean, each of them are really different. So if you get a chance, I'd think you should probably do something like that.
I'm not sure about cow tipping. You know what? I think that's one step away from the Welsh fixation with sheep.
What's that?
Yeah, we don't go down that route. It's best
You don't go
never to
down
mention it.
Don't go down that back chute? No.
They never shear them.
No.
Yeah. Huh. I'll take it that the Welsh are funny about sheep. Got it.
Oh yeah, they've got a thing about sheep.
Oh,
the Welsh.
passionate. Very passionate.
Yeah, you could phrase it that way.
Yeah. You could almost say they love it.
Dinner comes to an end. What do you guys want to do as far as dealing with Evelyn, I think she's probably getting ready to head back to her dorm. Says, well, good night. I guess see you guys, see you around.
Yeah. Pleasure meeting you.
Yeah. Good seeing you, Andy.
I'm watching the body language between Andy and Evelyn.
I really think Andy probably ought to walk her back to her dorm room. Just be a zebra. Don't leave anybody alone on campus. Be a zebra.
She starts walking off. So there's the three of you standing there together.
Yeah.
You want to say anything?
She's nudging Andy.
Gloss.
You should not be letting her walk alone across campus.
Yeah.
It is not safe.
Oh, okay.
Be a zebra.
All right.
Be a zebra.
And Andy rushes after Evelyn. He's a bit clueless.
Very good.
Oh my God.
Hang on, Grace.
Oh, hey,
How's he
Evan,
going to get
perfect.
back to us? Be a zebra.
No.
Don't let him go alone. We'll
got my number.
hold back and then we'll follow. And then when Andy's all alone, we'll go, Andy, we're here. Zebra, remember, pack mentality.
Very good. Very good. So you say?
say to Evelyn, so I'm going back to my dorm. I don't know if yours might be on the way.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. She's in the tower. What is the name of that tower?
We're in Leicester
Linda
Hughes,
Kirchman
which is
Tower.
29.
She's in 30.
Well, they're practically and we're in 29, so perfect.
Okay, so you guys cross the street, move across through campus, and chat along the way. You do spot that your buddies are not too far behind. You drop her off at the front.
We're giving
She
them a
says-
pretty safe distance, so we won't hear what they're saying.
Hey, she says, thanks for walking me back. That's really cool. I guess you do anything this weekend? You're good doing that international thing, aren't you? Listen,
Yeah.
I'll come to that if you'd like. I'd love to see what happens. I hear it's really cool.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'd love to see you there.
Awesome. And there's a really awkward moment, and then she turns and goes inside the building, and you turn back to your friends, and they're both standing back, watching you.
You see Fish slip a paper note of some sort to Grace.
Grace is just looking.
I thought he would at least have a chance.
Were they betting on you? Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, nasty.
Very good. Okay. Across you guys go to the theater. So let us get to
all
that.
the way back to the way that we just come.
Yeah,
Only for-
well, it's
for
not that
zebras.
far.
It's not that far.
Bloody
Come on.
zebras.
Zebra.
It's, like
It's
a
good for the
5-minute
legs.
walk.
Very, very good. I
Good
like
cardio.
I do
Absolutely.
the circuit 3 times
Yes,
every morning.
cardio. So, you guys find yourself standing outside of the Newton Theater. Sort of a new building. And if you look around the art for this particular thing that I brought in here, you may notice that the toilets are nice and bright and shiny white. It's because this was, it had little round holes and wood because it was like an old-timey piece of art that I brought in, but I put modern toilets on there so it would look like this is a modern building. You guys
that was
gather
me
out
thinking
there.
that 3 of the toilets just had their seats down.
No, they got the lids down. The other one's open.
Yeah, the seats down.
Seats
The
down.
lids. No,
Yeah,
the
the
seats
lids.
are what you sit on.
The seat
The
is
lid
what you
is
sit on.
down.
The lid is the top thing that goes over the seat.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
they call
So
that
there's
the
3
seat.
lids down and one
No.
seat down.
That's not. You don't sit on top of that and then wee because you'll just flood your floor.
You sound like
That's
you're
why
speaking
I
from
keep
experience,
flooding the
Christine.
floor.
No wonder Anna is always pissed off at you.
Lift the damn thing.
Okay,
So how is it we know what the toilet conditions are when we're standing outside?
I'm
Yes.
just telling you that
Okay.
because it was
The
really
Boo Boo
funny
Bear
trying to
tells
change
us.
that. So this is the front door.
Are they animate? Have you made them animated so if you click them you can lift the lid up?
There's a flush sound. No, I have not done that.
Oh, that would be so cool.
I assume you guys have a backpack or something that has some of your equipment because you guys have a decent chunk of equipment with you.
yeah.
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 Sarah's
So-
got lots of backpacks. You know, she's got one for her American football stuff. She's got one for her soccer stuff. She's got one for her day-to-day stuff. She's got backpacks lined up across.
One for a backpack. You got to have a
Yep.
backpack
For
for
her
your backpack.
backpacks. Yeah.
You got to have a backpack for your backpacks.
Are
Yep.
you
Yeah.
So who's got the equipment or is it spread?
Oh, it's spread.
Fair enough. I'm perfectly
Yeah.
happy with that.
So
And we'll adjudicate that as we go.
Oh, there.
Feel free. I have not set permissions on your tokens.
Don't have the token.
That
permission.
is my own fault. Let's do.
If Christine is accepting of this idea, if you give Grace's permissions to myself and Pete, then we can move her so that she's not having to go between screens a lot.
I'm going to try and make each of them all players.
Yeah.
And I did see if you can move them around.
Yes, I can.
Okay. So then you guys... I'm sorry?
No, just got it.
Okay.
Yeah. And we can
That may
also
have
do
taken
your
a second.
turn order as well, Christine, now because of that.
Excellent. That's very handy. I'm going to
Very,
type
very
out what
good.
we're doing, and everything else is just there's a lot of things to focus on.
Let me start doing a little shuffling just because I want to keep you guys guessing. Do you guys enter this place?
Yeah. I mean, is there anything going on at this? I mean, because it's still reasonably.
Because we were told they were filming. Is there any filming going on?
No, it's just past that time. I think that as you guys enter, the place is fairly empty. You hear a little bit of clattering about as there's maybe a couple people moving around. A couple of students come by and they sort of just look at you guys a little bit weird as they go out, like, who are these people? But they just head on out.
We just find
with
like we're supposed to be there.
Yeah, well, here you are. So you've got this downstairs area, and you can see where there's a ticket booth, and there's some seating area. There's doors right ahead of you that lead into the lower area of the lower area of the seating. If you were to go to the right or left through this door or this door, you could potentially go up here or here to get to the upper level seating.
And down here?
Down that supposedly is going to a basement. I don't have a map for that, so please ignore that. I just realized that. I was like, dang it.
And there's also stairs outside as well.
I'm sorry?
Go have a look in the main
There's
theatre.
stairs outside the building as well.
Yeah, those are like fire escape.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Okay, so you enter. It is a smaller theater. It is set up at the moment for what looks like a small orchestral piece had been playing. But you can see that behind it there are several up above. There's an orchestra pit, and then behind it is the stage, and they've got a very elaborately drawn out. It looks like an Old West type scene on a canvas that's hanging down.
Oklahoma, maybe.
It could be.
Staging of Oklahoma or Seven Brides or something.
Okay. So
who knows?
What I'll do rapidly, if you will let me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you upstairs so that you guys can see it, and then make a decision sort of on where you want to put things and how you want to work it. So your characters are not on this, but you can now see that those stairs at the would have led up. Am I correct? Am I right? So here is where this would have led. Right here.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Turn around and yeah.
And this would have led over here. So now you can get to the balcony, to the box booths, as well as some other conferencing rooms and things like that that are up above.
You got these staircases here? Where do they come out?
really
What, these ones?
think, yeah.
Yeah.
So these
Where do they come out?
seem to be coming from
It's coming from below, the look of it.
below. Okay, let me quickly.
Or are they going?
Let me quickly look
No,
back.
they can't be going up.
Aren't they over the fire escapes?
Could be. Could be. Let me take a quick look again. I apologize because I didn't study this as well as I could have. Let me go back across and then say, yeah, that does look like sort of fire escape on the side right there.
So on the
Yeah, but
ground
not- but
floor
not-
it's
but not
outside,
this
but
side.
on the ground floor it's
No.
the fire escapes
You're
are
right.
outside, but on the next floor up the fire escapes are on the inside. So there's
Yeah,
probably
no,
a door
there's-
somewhere that you've got to go through.
I am looking for anything on that side. So let me go back. Boom.
Yeah, because there's this one.
And that doesn't seem to go. So if this is the upstairs,
Maybe they're going up.
would they go down? Or maybe you have to go up to get to the box seats. That is exactly what's going on.
I see. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the
Yeah.
box
Yeah.
seats
So
are even higher.
yeah. So this
And then there's a
corridor is
door-
higher than this corridor. Yeah.
And then, so
Okay.
this door right here goes to the fire escapes.
Yeah.
And this goes to sort of a outdoory thing.
that makes much more
So
sense.
that does make more sense. We all are now
That would
finally
explain
understanding
why
map that I put
underneath
on here.
those. That would explain why underneath on the ground floor map, you've got a set of metal stairs that goes onto the here. That goes down onto
Yep,
there because
And
you've
then
got
out.
a door there
Yep.
and a door there. So that would tell me that that's on a different elevation to this room. Don't know why.
Okay,
That
I'm
would
taking
be the
advantage, you
case.
guys, because it's a Saturday night, but I still
Yeah.
want to move forward a little
No,
bit in
that's
this.
fine. I mean, on the
And
Yeah, well,
ground
if you
floor,
think of a theatre where you come in here at the back, where Andy is currently stood, you would be normally higher than you are
Yes.
at the front because you've got to
Yes.
look over everyone's heads. So it's kind of like it would be in a cinema theatre.
oh yeah, that's true.
It's going to gradually go down. So this will probably be at the bottom levels.
Not necessarily.
right, whereas
the
this one-
the stalls
one's
normally
higher.
are on one level. Is this all on one level at this level, or is it
No,
angled
it's-
seating?
I'd say
Yeah,
this is
that's
angled
if-
seating down
that's
to
if
the
it's-
down to the
yeah.
pit.
Well, these look
And-
like shadowed steps here.
Yeah, they do.
So yeah,
I think
that makes
that's
sense.
what it is.
Okay, all right, yeah.
I think this is
It
more
could
of a
be flat,
cinema
but
theatre.
yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, I'm thinking for our devices, the bar area definitely. Whether we put one in this dining area or not, definitely at the back of the stage,
Yeah.
either on ground floor or elevated floor, and then the two rooms that look like poker tables.
I
on
think
the
we've got
upper floor.
four. We've got 4 spike temperature change detectors, and we've
Yeah.
got 4 spirit pod X1s.
Where
I
did
have to say,
she
you are
say
missing a
that-
trick here. You're missing a trick here. How many ghosts have you seen in ghost movies that turn up in the toilets? I think we need to set one up in the toilets. Ghosts love a toilet.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
It's nighttime.
I'm not aware of that, but okay. I'm willing to go with that.
You think about them Harry Potter movies. They've got them in. They've got them ghosts in those
Bathrooms.
toilets all the time.
Yeah,
There's,
this is true.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, ghosts come out of toilets all the time. Ghostbusters.
Okay.
I'm pretty certain there's a
I'm
load
perfectly
of
happy for
scenes.
you guys to
Ghosts in
mark
toilets.
on the map where you want to put different devices.
Okay.
As it
So I
gets a
think
bit
we-
later at night, you've heard. I mean, you think from the sounds of it that someone's in this office. Just through this door.
Yeah, okay.
It sounds like they're replaying some film, and you can hear the sounds.
So I think what, say 3 here, one in here, something like that.
Well,
That's
we've
4.
also got upstairs as well, so
And we got upstairs, yeah. So
yeah.
You also have the evening, so you can change them around as you.
yeah.
How'd you get into this officey place? Here.
Sorry, it is.
How'd you get in?
There's a door to the toilet apparently. You have to go through the
You have to
toilet
go
to
through
get
the
there.
toilet to get into this office.
Well, the toilets are
These toilets in there.
individual. If you look at the doors, they're individual
doors,
stalls.
yeah. Okay.
Are they?
Yeah.
So, yep, individual
Yeah.
stalls.
That's fine. There's nowhere to
so
wash your
they-
hands.
they
but
are-
okay.
John would love
No,
it
no,
if
it's
they're
disgusting.
gender neutral. So we can. Sorry. So here we go.
No, I think you'll find that the door here. Oh, wrong bit. I think you'll find the door here. Okay, says ladies, and the door here says gents.
There's
It's
an
only
open
it's only going
corridor.
to be gender neutral when you get to here and you bump
Yeah.
into each other.
I gotta say, there's 4 toilets for an entire theatre. That thing.
Pretty low. Pretty low.
It's yeah. There's going to be a bit of a crush when the intermission comes. Yeah.
So
That's why there
those
are
of
no
you-
sinks
yeah.
or in there and no mirrors. Certainly no mirrors because the women will fill the place out and you guys will never get in.
And there's
So
a place to
no
wash your
mirrors
hands.
in there.
So, those of you watching, when you get a map to throw in, understand that your players will pick it the heck apart.
Yeah.
Maybe the theater of the mind is better, but we will say that for the argument of everything, that these are toilets with
That's
their
fine.
own sink and their own mirror,
Yeah.
and they are made to be gender neutral and available to anyone. Though one of them has a sign on it that says women only, because gender neutral toilets tend to get really messy because all the men pee all over it.
Yeah.
So here you are.
Yeah.
Tell me
let's
what
get
you wanna
these. Let's get these sensors set up.
Do you guys bring the bear?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think,
Did
yeah.
you really?
The bear is
that's
sticking
cool.
out of the top of Grace's
Where's-
backpack.
I think the bear should go on the stage.
Ooh,
Yeah, I think you're right.
So
Front of
you
the
sitting
stage.
there looking out towards everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
You maybe want to nail its paws down so nobody steals it.
So we're going to make an assumption that you guys put these where they're supposed to go. Tell me where you want them, and or make marks like a, just
I've done
just
that. Can you see
right
it?
on the screen.
I've seen
Where
the
do you
red
want-
marks all over the place.
Okay,
pink marks, yeah?
I am colorblind. I see no marks on the screen, so I
Oh.
will assume you are putting
Oh.
marks on the screen.
Rob,
And
you can see it.
I can see him.
Where?
They're in.
Oh, wait,
pink.
wait. This. I thought those were just
Yeah.
little patches. I know that.
And there's a one with a bee over it here. Over here on the
Yeah.
stage.
So
Oh,
you
I
can
see
see
that
it.
now.
you can
Thank
see
One on the
you.
bar.
Is that the
I
bear?
put one here. Yeah.
Okay.
No, bear's on stage.
Bear's
There's a
on the
bee.
Okay.
stage with a bee next to it.
Okay,
Then there's a red dot in the toilet that's over here.
wonderful. I see a T
Red dot on
that's
the bar.
appeared over here.
Yeah, that's the thermal camera, and it's aimed towards the.
Is that the FLIR?
That's the flare. Yeah.
The FLIR is handheld.
Hey?
It is.
Oh.
It almost looks like one of those things you put on someone's head for if they had COVID
GoPro?
to see if their temperature.
Oh, in
but
that
it's got
case,
a big
Oh, I
square
see.
on the back.
Oh,
You just point
okay.
it.
It's like
Okay.
a handheld speed camera gun.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
that case, I'll hold on to that because I'm not going to get into a fight because I can't fight.
Yeah. Okay. Can we go upstairs so we can put some
Yep.
stuff up there,
So
please?
what I'll
We've
do really
used the
quickly.
boo-boo buddy.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab all of you and put a second set of you upstairs so that we
Okay.
can. And I'm going to put you in the balcony for now, sort of, and then you guys can decide what you want to do upstairs. So you're in the balcony. You're looking down across it. It's
Not seeing the
about
balcony. Not seeing the balcony.
so
No, we haven't moved yet.
this. Oh, I did not move you because that's what I didn't do.
There we go.
There we go.
So here's the edge of the balcony.
Mhm.
Right. At this point, as you're doing this, and we're saying you came in about what time? 9?
Yeah.
Just gone 9, probably about 9:15.
So I say it probably didn't take you more than 30 minutes to sort of scout the thing out, start setting things up. And so it's about 9:30 as you come up on this level. And what do you do here?
Now, some more sensors.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd
Go
say
for
we
it.
set one up probably in here. This room at the top.
Okay.
This room at the bottom.
And what sensors are those?
So those, I think, will probably be... So the ones we set downstairs were the spike temperature change detectors. So
the
these
spike-
ones will be the spirit pods.
Okay, the spirit pods, and both of those only light up. They don't make a sound.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And they're not like they're Bluetoothed into something that you can all see. So there's a little bit of a problem there that you may need to check some of those as you go, or work sections of the theater as you go.
So the temperature change detectors, they make a noise?
Which ones are those? Those are the ones downstairs?
The spike,
No.
yeah, the spike temperature change detectors.
No. Both
Do
of
they
those.
record? They record over time, do they? So we can look back and see the record.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
You can pull the data.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
if
Well,
there is a change and you walk in their area, they'll be lit up on top of them.
yeah. Let's put a couple
Either
of extra
red-
ones there.
If they are hotter, or blue if they went colder.
I'll see if I can strap one of these pods to the railing of the
Okay, fair enough.
here, so we can see it
Absolutely.
downstairs. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Is
Okay.
that enough for upstairs? Do you think?
Gents,
That looks pretty
ladies.
good. Yep.
Okay.
So I think Andy wants to go downstairs because he wants to hang around the stage. He thinks that if there's any spirit activity, it's most likely going to be there.
Yep.
Okay.
Sarah likes the idea because she wants to play with the bear.
Okay. And where do you want to be, Fish, as we move forward?
Oh, I am going to go wherever. I'm holding the camera, the thermal camera. So
Okay. So where do you want to be? The other two have gone downstairs to be closer to the stage.
then let's go down to the stage.
Be a
Alright.
zebra. Be a zebra.
I'm just moving yours off that side as I get ready to move you across.
Yeah.
So let us move forward a bit in time. Unless you've got something to tell me. Tell me.
No, I was just going to say, if Andy feels, senses, looks at something, and thinks that something's worth pointing the infrared at, then I'll yeah. So I'll let somebody produce everything and or direct everything, and I'll just be the cameraman.
Okay. Okay. Time starts to move forward. And I don't know why the music came back on when I told it not to. Let's push it towards 10:30. And you're a little bit bored. And you yawn. Well done, Pete. I mean, I cannot pay for that type of method acting. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, seriously. And about this point, you guys are sitting there, honestly, a bit bored. And there's who's got the EMF with you guys?
Charles.
Charles?
Well, Charleston's got the flare, so I'll have an EMF and maybe one for
Grace.
yeah.
What's the
Okay.
EMF look like?
Oh, it's a little handheld thing. Actually, at the bottom of your screen on the
Yeah.
ghost hunting tools.
Oh, it's that picture, that one. Okay, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your guys'
Is good.
EMFs
No
start.
ghosties.
No, they start beeping.
Oh,
I can hear him.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was about to try and turn off my laptop because it was obviously starting to set off an alarm.
Yeah, I'll turn it down just a little bit.
I
So
don't know.
Okay, so Andy's downstairs. He's going to wave it around. Is it directional?
do you guys? Okay, I'm on the wrong spot. It is directional. And so your guys are sort of trying. Do you want to put yourselves where you are on the map?
Yeah,
So
I'm
I can.
downstairs though, so I can't see the downstairs map.
Uh-oh.
we're on the
Can I
downstairs.
put you on the
map.
downstairs?
No,
Yep.
we are.
No, we're not.
And
We're on the
you're-
upstairs
Yeah,
map.
No, there's the bar there. We're on the downstairs.
Oh
map.
yeah, sorry, we're not
Toilets
on the
are there.
downstairs map. Apologies. Yes, sorry.
Get yourself
That's
where you're going to go.
right.
Once again, when you put maps on, you
There
sometimes
we
you
go.
take away, sometimes you don't.
Andy's
have.
over there. Andy's over there. He's in one of the
Andy,
chairs.
Christine's over here.
His
Grace
feet
even. Grace is over here. I've called her Grace, Christine, and Sarah tonight.
Hard to keep track.
Okay.
I know.
I'm gonna go there, and I hear the beeping, and then I.
And it's
look-
coming.
Is it louder
coming-
from Andy or
and-
from me?
It's coming from Andy.
from Andy.
The beeping's
Yes.
coming.
Okay.
Okay,
Get the camera
Andy stands
up
up
and ready.
and starts slowly moving the thing around.
Okay.
The two little arms come up from the side.
Ghostbusters.
There's a staticky sound to it.
Oh,
Oh, that's really irritating in my ears.
Let's turn it down a little bit.
My ears
And
are gone all fuzzy.
It's not making a sound. The bear
on the
speaks.
stage, yeah. Oh.
Thanks for holding my hand.
Okay.
Hey, boo buddy, you're more than welcome.
You say that
Yeah,
from where you're at?
yeah,
Are you recording this?
I am.
And then the boo buddy says, "Oh, say that again."
Why?
Who's the boo buddy talking to?
The boo buddy responds to vibration and sound and EMF.
So it heard fish talking and just responded to him. So
Could be.
yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So where's the EMF strongest?
Seems to be from the stage.
Okay. So I'll find the strongest one, take a bearing,
I'm pointing
Okay.
my.
and then move over here and get another bearing. And where does that intersect? Roughly.
Okay, you guys are coming down, and yours is also going off now, Grace.
Mhm.
It's intersecting somewhere over here.
Okay, I'm pointing the camera.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
pointing the camera over in this direction.
Oh, they start going off. It's not quite that loud, but
Fire alarm! Out of here, quick, everybody! Somebody's pulled it.
and this one that goes off like that is yours, Andy. I need you to make a spirit roll.
Okay.
What's just gone off?
Spirit or occult?
Spirit. Oh, look at that.
Hey, there it is.
You feel a wave of cold wash over you.
Ooh.
And
Turn the camera.
Okay, you're turning camera where?
Over when Andy goes, ooh, I turn the camera over to him. Is he lit up normal, or is he hotter, colder?
There's oh boy, there's a bit of a cooler sense around him, the whole area around him is a little bit cooler.
But is he cooler?
No.
I'm very cool. But,
Right,
you know.
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
And then, okay.
But that wave washes on.
I go.
Does anyone
I point
have
the camera
their-
back this way, and what I'm going to do whilst everybody else is doing their bits is I'm going to slowly move the camera from this position here, which is where Andy's indicated something happened, and to Andy because I've already registered a cold spot, so I'm basically going to do like a sweep between those two places with the camera, but I'm not going to do it aggressively fast. I'm going to do it nice and slow and gentle, so that the camera doesn't get messed about with on the thermals.
It seems that whatever's happened seems to have moved on. Little bear on stage isn't moving. The sound isn't moving. All the EMFs go off. You're not detecting any different temperature readings.
Well, it felt like it moved me. So, is my detector still going, or has that stopped?
It's all stopped.
It felt like it moved through me, so I'm going to head over this way.
Okay.
Start it up again.
Oh, yes, it did.
When did it start?
But you do not, if you track him with the thermal cam, Rob, or fish, it's normal.
Okay.
It started about the time you got about here.
Okay, so using the, again, sweeping round with the EMF, what direction? I'll say to the guys, I think it went this way.
Seems to be southish, maybe.
Okay. Open the door here, go in here. Is this detector going off here?
Oh, what is that detector?
I think that was one of
Was a
spike
Was it a
temperature
spike?
change detector. Yeah.
Yes, it is got a little blue light that's going off. That means that a cold spot went through this area within 15-ish feet of it.
Yeah. EMF field getting stronger?
It actually, let me say this. Let me say this quickly because I don't want to. Yep.
Okay.
Where you hear someone playing film in here and chatting and talking to themselves and I've got to put something. It's in there.
Okay. I'll open the door.
You open the door. Suddenly it starts making that noise. And inside, you see a striking lady in her 40s.
I can't hear a noise, by the way, so...
Oh, you can't.
I can.
Okay.
But then we've found this. Peter's partially deaf.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
Old
that,
age
no.
deafness.
It may be at a frequency that's hard for you. I got it.
Yeah.
I live there myself.
His hearing's dropping off. Yep. But his brother's is worse than his.
I can hear it. It's a high-pitched...
High pitch.
Sort of
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah.
I can hear it very well.
So you're about as close as you can be
Okay.
inside, and so you're holding this thing that's going beep 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 beep, and inside is a striking lady in her 40s, wearing a dress and low heels. She's got short hair that's frosted, and she is looking at a video screen and is playing back different sections of it. Looks like actors going across that stage earlier with the backdrop. And she turns and says, What are you doing?
So I'm waving around the EMF detector.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Could be a gas leak. Can you hear that?
Gas leak?
And the thing is beeping away.
Oh, yeah. She is.
Yeah.
That's weird. Are you a student here? And she looks at you, and
Yeah, I don't look exactly. I mean, to be fair, I do look like a student here, so it's going to be difficult to pull this one off.
yeah.
Just kidding. Actually, we heard there were some reports of strange activities around here, and yeah, there definitely seems to be something going on here. Glenn Mack said we should come and investigate.
Of course, Glenn Mack. Okay, yeah. So, whatever you, I don't want to say weirdos because that sounds pejorative.
Yeah,
whatever you students are doing, can you keep it out of here? I've got another half hour of work to do. That noise is really freaking irritating.
Well, okay, but there's something in here with you, we think. So I don't know whether you may not believe that, but
no, I don't. Room, video camera.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll leave you to it then.
Okay. Thanks.
Well, sorry, close the door. Head out this way. EMF detector still pointing at this room?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just wait for the scream. she'll either scream or she'll leave. One of the two.
Shouldn't we just check the room out with the thermal camera first?
You want to go ask her?
Yeah, I don't want to go.
The camera doesn't make any beeping noises, does it?
It's true.
So
I just don't want to disturb her. I mean, hey, we're here on sufferance.
Yeah. And about this time, all of you guys' sensors are not going off anymore. The bear across the room from you says, "Thank you for the hug."
Aha. Back on the stage. Okay. Moving over here.
Okay. When you move over there. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Right. So, what else did we got? Have we got the Sony camera? Pull out one of those. Well, actually, no, we did take the cameras. I pull out.
Oh, yeah. You're close.
Yeah.
On stage.
I think we've got a bit of everything. So I know we took the DVP. So
can you not see anything at all on the thermal camera?
No. Nothing there at all.
Yeah. So let's put the DVP next to the bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put the DVP next to the pair. That's the digital electronic voice phenomenon recorder.
Absolutely.
DVP recorder.
You want to are you going to leave it there for a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
wait for the bear to say something.
It does. The bear says, "Thank you for the hug," again, and some stuff like that. Your thing goes back to normal, and then after a little while, it goes away. do you want to go check out that?
Yeah. Go check out the see what it's recorded. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys huddle around on the stage with this little recording device to hear what the heck. Are you all on there? Grace? Grace isn't on the
come on,
stage.
Grace.
There you
Grace is on the stage.
You hear it?
Can't hear anything.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Oh, now I can.
Stop this.
Hang on,
What
there's
noise?
groaning.
Nope. I'll stop this.
No, I had a sort of groany cat sort of.
Here we go.
noise.
Listen. You're all listening to it.
It's like a cat purring.
Yeah.
It's like a train passing now.
It sounds like
Sounds like a whale underwater.
you know what it actually sounds
Really,
like. It
it's
sounds
just
like a
really
cat.
quiet for me.
A cat on helium that's just had its tail pulled.
So you turn it up.
Yeah.
The whale underwater.
You have your volume turned on your.
I think it might be
Okay.
coming through the. That's why it's coming through the monitor speakers,
browser.
and of course I've got my headphones on, so that's why I'm not hearing anything. Yeah.
Okay, Fish pulls out his mobile phone
And
he
the
types
recording comes
into
to an end.
Google, and he types into Google how to communicate with spirits.
Oh, that's going to give you so many good things.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm not going to look at the YouTube videos, although I could do. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for like the website that seems like it's basic enough to, you know, talking to spirits and ghost guides for dummies kind of website, you know, to see what they say. And he reads it out loud and he goes, if you want to make contact with spirits, the first thing you want to do is say, hi, do you want to talk to us?
Have Andy with you. But we're going to pause for a couple of seconds for a quick restroom break again. Hey, those of you watching, the wonderful sounds you're hearing tonight came from my Epidemic Sound subscription. Epidemic Sound provides the music many times that we use as backgrounds for our different shows, including Quarter Blades, including what we've done tonight with some of the music. And they've got a great sound effects and a voice effects now in beta for you all to try out. So if you join Epidemic Sound, give it a try. Okay. Let's get back to the game. And I look at you all as you are doing this. Give me an occult roll, Andy.
Thank God for that. I haven't got a cult.
This is while you guys are listening again to that whole sound. What'd you get? Let's see here. For some reason, okay, there. Got a 4. Okay.
Can I make a roll?
You hear Maggie.
Okay. I'll say
Help me!
This is on the recording, yeah?
You're hearing it on the recording. They're hearing the other recording. Help me!
Where are you, Maggie?
In the office.
The office. So is the woman we saw still in the office?
Not sure.
Has it been half hour or so?
Yeah, it's about that point. You think it might be where you go back in there?
I'll go over here and see if I can hear anything through the door,
Okay.
because I could hear her
So-
through the door before.
Yes. So you guys have turned that off, and you come back over here, and I assume you still have your EMF that's going off.
Yep.
And I think that it's at this point now, as you move to the door, you do not hear the sounds inside that you were hearing before. You leaving
Knock on
Christine
the
up
door?
on the stage by herself? Oh, she's not a zebra. Good, good, good. There's no answer.
Okay, open the door.
Okay, you can see inside there's various equipment for managing video. There's some notes on some books about a stage play. There's a desk. There's several drawers. It looks like this is more like an office for one of the teachers than it is just a temporary thing. And definitely you are in there with whatever is going on. It's going off like that for you now. Are the rest of you standing outside, or are you going to go in the office?
When there's room to get through, yeah, we're going to go into the office.
All of you?
Yeah. I'm going to stand here.
So I'm going to move Pete in just to open the hole. And I'll move Christine in just to get us in there. At this point, at the desk, as you guys are looking around the room, you get a thermal reading of a cold spot near the desk.
Which one? The one where in front of Andy, or the
Right
one
in the
to
middle. Right in front of Andy.
Right. Okay.
This is the desk here, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Okay,
Yeah,
right there.
right
Right
there.
there. Yeah.
This
'Cause
one.
this is that's a coffee
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
What?
And
Oh,
it's got a
sorry,
projector on it and some other stuff.
Yeah, because I asked if it was right in front of Andy or to my side.
Yeah,
And I was told in
all
front
good.
of Andy. Okay,
Yep.
so it's this one.
Right.
Okay.
Let's have a look at the desk.
As you guys look at the desk,
I have
there
a
is-
camera out, by the way, so
Okay. There is
I'm-
suddenly bang, bang, bang on the metal of the drawer that's the bottom drawer. And it actually moves. And I need a fear check from all of you. A spirit roll.
Oh. uh,
Andy makes it. Or Eddie doesn't make it.
I spent a
I
penny.
see a 4 above. Okay, very good. Perch makes Charles Perch makes it.
Yeah.
Penny?
Andy's going to spend a penny.
Fair enough.
Is
Oh
that
yeah,
right?
There we go.
perfect.
Andy
Grace
is
makes
not
it too.
worried at all.
All of you guys make it. I mean, it's absolutely it's startling that all of a sudden there's this banging against that metal drawer. The banging ceases. Everything
open the bottom
ceases. Okay, it's locked.
Okay. I use my repair and see if I can pick the lock.
Okay. Thievery is normal, so I get it at -2.
We used repair last time.
Did we? And did I give it to you just free, like a
did.
complete jump?
You did.
Ye gads. Nope, you're -2. I'm a jerk.
I mean, I'm assuming there's no obvious keys on the desk or...
No, you know what? I'm not doing this at -2 because this is a freaking drawer lock. This is not like you're trying to get into...
It's not a front door lock.
Yeah, exactly. So just give me your roll and let's see if you can pop this baby open. Ooh, not so much.
Benny.
Okay. That'll work. Benny's down. Perfect. Door opens, and there is inside of it nothing more than a digital film case that you could plug in and play a movie. It's decent size because of a full movie.
Okay, pull out the digital film case.
Let's plug it in.
Okay. You see, it comes up, and it appears to be the movie that was made 2 years ago, by the dates and stuff on it, from the drama department. And there's a young lady who seems to be the protagonist, who is being tormented through the entire session by a masked figure. It's obviously a horror movie. Several of the friends get killed. Several of the, and she's running through the woods and she finds a cabin to hide in. The final scene where the masked man comes in, strikes the protagonist across the face. You see almost surprise and shock on the actress's face. And then the knife plunges in again and again, and the blood is splattering, and it looks so real. And then, as he hauls the protagonist's body across the table and hauls out an electric knife and starts dismembering the body, it's shockingly real and gruesome. It's like, wow. I mean, you're seeing ligaments and stuff going in the elbows when they're... And it's so gross that I'm giving you all another spirit roll.
Yeah.
For fear?
Yep. Well done, Andy. Grace? You want to take that?
Yeah, and I'll spend a penny. I'll try and get it up.
Okay. Charles makes it. Okay. Charles, you made it already.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on.
We're waiting for Grace's
the spirits
second.
are affecting my my webpage.
There you go, Grace. You guys all survived the horror of seeing that. As it comes to its final end and the credits are rolling, and you see that the executive producer is Dr. Trina James for this school, it's unsettling.
I want to know
who played the woman?
Maggie Adams.
Maggie again.
Oh. Okay.
Right.
Gonna get my phone
producer was sorry, what was the name? Dr. what?
Dr. Trina James. Trina James.
She was the woman that you spoke to.
Exec producer.
And that's and that's who you just spoke to. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go into the university directory on the internet for Maggie James 2 years ago.
Maggie Adams.
Maggie Adams, sorry.
Research roll.
Comes up with a picture.
Research roll.
Research. Spend a penny.
Okay.
Andy's watching Fish doing this and thinking, yeah, he got there in the end, but I could have done it better.
What you find is she's not a student, but she did enroll in the drama production.
Okay, but it's got a picture of her.
It does not, sadly.
So did you say she was a townie? Okay, right. Fish, let me have a go at that. So,
okay, well, you can do it on your phone either way.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, he's doing it on his phone. Yeah, Andy's gonna look up police records or local newspaper to see if any missing persons.
Okay. Absolutely, you're working through that.
For the name Maggie Adams.
Okay.
Mentions in the newspaper.
Very good. So you do see a brief blurb looking for
13.
Maggie. Oh, that's wonderful. I'll give you more than that. So Maggie Adams, evidently, they're looking for her. She grew up in California. Was an actress out at UCLA. Dropped out her sophomore year. Moved to Dallas. Then moved to Pine Box after a failed marriage. Was involved with some sort of production at the school. And after that, unfortunately, she disappeared after the final filming was completed and was not located. She did not have family or friends to reach out to.
Okay, where did this information come from, Andy?
It came from a dual sources, a couple of the two newspapers in town.
So when did she go missing? Did you say? A year ago?
After the final filming was completed.
2 years ago. A little over 2 years ago.
Okay. Right, let's check the police database then.
Ooh, that's an extra set of that's a -2. Yeah. What are you trying to find out from that?
I think we pass this on to Agent Alvarez.
I would agree.
I think this is a police matter.
I think let's make a copy of this video.
Yep.
At this point, you guys hear the front door of the probably over here slam shut.
Sorry, I'm.
Right, didn't. Over there. Yeah.
Over there. Okay. Over there.
Basic to the entry.
Okay.
Because it's really quiet.
Okay. Well, I was thinking about getting onto the police database and hacking it, and then bringing up what they had.
The ghost is back.
Somewhere close. Not really close, but somewhere close. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm just going to pocket the video.
Yeah, take it. Okay.
Just take
Close the drawer down.
Yeah, close the drawer. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I lock
Get out
it.
of here and start picking up sensors.
You lock it. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to lock the thing. Do you want me to make a repair roll?
No, I'm happy with that.
So, Andy's basically going to be waving around his detector, his EMF detector.
Okay.
As we wander around looking.
So you guys are heading out.
And carry on.
Looking disarmingly nerdy.
Very good. When you guys enter, which way are you going to go for exiting?
I think this.
Through
I
here.
think. Oh, hey, I'm hidden. Am I behind someone now? I've disappeared.
Yeah, you are. You're behind somebody. I don't know who. There you are.
Okay.
We
I
can't
would say
set
go this way.
doors out here.
Okay. As you
We're-
enter this room,
We're picking up the sensor as we go.
yep,
I
the
thought we were
sensor
picking
starts
up all
going
of
off
them.
again. I assume you guys are going to be moving towards that. There, in the room is Dr. James, and with her are 3 other people who look to be sort of faculty.
In this room.
Yep. And I'll just throw some symbols on there that are, do not take those as bad. They're just symbols.
Okay.
And Dr. James is here, and she says, where are you guys coming out of?
Toilets. We'd set a sensor up in here.
Yeah.
Have you found anything?
We've got some great recordings from the stage, and the bear was going bananas.
Really? So you?
Oh yeah, do you want to hear?
You buy into this? Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Let's go. Right, go back through here. Go up to the stage.
Pack that sensor up. Okay.
Yeah.
Go through here. Pick this sensor up because our investigation is over.
Does anyone want to pick up the stuff upstairs?
I'm going to go that way. I'm going to pick this one.
Yeah, let's.
Okay.
As Grace and I'll let you go.
I'm staying with Andy to keep him safe because he's got the 4.
So, what do you choose to do at this point? Do you want to play that the voice recording type thing?
So on the voice recorder, does it have any previous sessions recorded? It's we only got the one session. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How long into that session before the voice started to appear?
You think you probably have a minute.
Okay, I'll start playing.
Yeah.
I'll start playing from the start.
I mean, there's extra sounds that are in there, but for you, the voices didn't come in until a little bit later. I'm lowering that down just so we are all not freaking out when we're hearing it.
Yeah. So there, can you hear that?
Yeah. It's like a whale.
What are you talking about?
No. You can definitely. I mean, that's not that. You know, the spirit background you can hear there. Yeah.
There was a sound.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
Fish, are you upstairs? Do you want to clear out all the stuff?
Yeah, I'm picking everything up from
Are you
upstairs.
coming back downstairs, or are you staying upstairs?
I'm going to come back downstairs, and I'm going to. I mean, everything's going in the backpack because it's all small, apart from the bear. The bear's the biggest thing, you know.
Yeah,
okay, bear's still on stage.
I've got the camera.
The bear goes in Grace's backpack.
As I'm up the stairs and I'm on the balcony, because I think we put one on the balcony. Okay, I'm going to cast the thermal over the 4 teachers, or Trina and then her 3 guests.
Yep.
Just make sure that they are normal temperature readings, not cold.
Yeah, they're human.
Okay. And then I'll go and pick up the last one in this area upstairs that we put down.
Okay.
I can't remember if there was a 4th one, but if there is, then I'll pick that up, and I'm going to
just move it really quick.
No, there was only the 3, so one on the thing here, and this one will be my last one, and then I'm going to go down the corridor and then down the end of the stage, and then appear here.
Where? Oh, you right there?
Well, I'm going to climb down the ladder, which is behind the curtains.
Yep.
So I'll appear here.
You are on the ladder. You are on the
I'll
ladder when. Yep, you're on the ladder when we hear what happens next. We've sort of come to the end of that recording. No one else heard words.
It's exciting, isn't it? Glenn Mack's going to be so happy.
Dr. James looks over at her friends. She says, Dr. Iverson, Dr. Stamps, the female who's there, Dr. Mayo. I assume.
Sorry, can we just pause for 2 seconds?
Absolutely.
Dr. Iverson.
Dr. Iverson, Iverson. Dr. Stamps, Stamms, female. And Dr. Mayo, Mayo. She says, do you think what I think?
What, did you hear something? 'Cause normally we have to process the hell out of this thing to find anything. I mean, I can hear there's some. It seems like there's something there, but you know, we've really got to take this and run it through a whole load of filters.
Where's your buddy? He on the is he coming down?
I think you just went to get the other equipment.
Okay.
He's off somewhere.
Says she says Dr. Iverson, Dr. Mayo, I'm gonna go check and make sure he's safe. They start heading out this direction. This is Dr. James.
Mm-hmm.
She reaches in her coat and
Sarah.
she pulls out a.
I'm now hidden under the bennies. Can you get the bennies out of the way?
And he's just sort of
Where are the bennies?
wandering around.
It's fine.
Oh, okay.
I've worked out
He's
what to
wandering
do.
around. He's going to pick up the bear.
Very good.
Yeah.
And the other stuff.
Grace is taking the bear off and putting it in her backpack.
Heading over this way.
Stop, as John says. And she pulls out a Glock 9mm, and we're in combat.
Okay.
Rob.
I can't see it.
Ace of Hearts.
Ace of Hearts.
Ace of Hearts. Can you put the combat tracker up then?
Combat tracker, yeah, please.
Ooh, yeah, I need to do that. I apologize. Turn
Combat
order.
at 10 o'clock at night.
I know it's the weekend, but I will gladly move off of that as you tell me. Okay.
And I got Ace of Hearts.
Ace of Hearts.
Oh no.
We will now
that's
go
not me.
across to Andy.
9 of Hearts.
9 of
Okay.
Hearts. We'll
Why
go
have you got
to
Ace of Hearts on me? That's
5 for you, not Sarah, for Grace. 5 of spades. Let's find out what the others get. They get a 10 of hearts. Okay.
My tokens disappeared.
your tokens disappeared. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'll bring you one. Give me just a second. I think I'll bring you one. No, I won't. I'll bring you one this way. Sorry about that. Control C. Go back down. Apologize for those of you watching. This is not the most exciting thing. We're having to do basic stuff, but
No, they're moving around. Stop moving them around.
there we go. Is that right?
Yeah, that's where I was.
Where it was,
I can't
yeah.
Right.
control the character though.
Oh, okay. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that. And I need to change that on my token sheet. All players. Save. Boom. Should be
There
able to
you
do it
go.
now. Okay. You're up.
Right, so Ace of Hearts.
So you hear that, and looking across, you can see the look on Andy's face as what he's seeing seems to be pretty scary.
So we've got Dr. James and who's the
And
other
another
doctor with her?
person. The other
The other
doctor with her
person-
is the other female. It
Dr.
is
Stamps.
Stamps or Stamps. Stamps is behind her.
Stamps doesn't seem at all surprised that she's pulled out a gun.
No.
Okay.
Things are getting hairy.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to do?
Well, we don't get to move first, or at least I don't.
No.
So,
No, it's,
what do you want to do?
Fish. Fishes go.
It is fish.
Where are the levers for the curtains?
Ooh. Give me a Benny in there right next to you.
No. I need that Benny for oh shit, it's going to piss all over me.
No,
Well, luck roll, I guess.
I actually think where you're at, I would say the levers are probably right about there.
Well, there's something
That's fair
here
enough.
on the map.
Okay.
And there's something there on the map.
That's
Well,
And
fine.
there's something all the way down here as well, but I don't know. I can't really see what it is.
Once again,
Yeah, there are things
there are
on the walls.
things.
Yeah.
So what we'll say is these are some stairs and some other stairs for going down, whatever.
Yeah.
Right here, I'm going to call that, those are the levers. Okay? And you can tell just looking at them, because of the ropes attached, which one will close the one right here in front of you guys.
Right.
However, it's not going to go super fast, and you don't know there's a gun out, but I do, and I know that at least a shot's going to go off before that gets shot.
One of them. What does the other one do? Does the other one do these curtains?
Yes.
Then I'm going to lean on in through this way, and I'm basically going to, if they're in the up position, I'm going to move this one first because it's this one first because it's the furthest away. I'm going to move that down, and then I'm going to move this one down.
The one in the far back is an up position, and you think it has to do with this one. There's 3 levers. You think the second lever, the third lever.
Right, so I'll do the second and third then. And put those in the up position because I know that these curtains are already closed.
Start moving them across.
Yeah, and if they're going in the up position, I can do the second and third at the same time. Yep. Just using my hand and moving my arm.
Absolutely. And those are really heavy things. You will need to move one space to do it. And the curtains start moving closed.
Okay, and then I move back to there.
Okay.
What's my pace?
6. Probably.
Yeah.
That's 2.
And then here, 3. Peek behind these curtains. There's a set of stairs. They go down to where the band bit would go, yeah?
Yeah, they go in that.
Yeah. Under the stage.
Yep.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go to there, and I'm going to as I go past Andy, I'm going to motion for him to come in behind the curtains. Okay, doing
you could
the
go
same
through those
thing.
and jump down.
Yeah. Okay. Because what my plan is, no, I'm not going to tell you what my plan is.
That's fine.
Because
you can see waist up from the people on the outside that are there from where you're standing. Okay?
So it's like a half level down.
You're sort of looking through the orchestra pit and seeing like the upper legs.
I see. I'm with you. Okay. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's perfect.
Perfect.
And then that's my go done because I could run, but I don't want to.
All right. At this point, Dr. James, she aims, and I need to get D6. Her shooting And then her extra dice, because she is a... Okay, there we go. There's the hit we were looking for. Because she is a wild card. And so the person she shot is the person closest. That is Grace. Grace, the damage from a clock 9 is 2d6. Oh, did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
We did.
Double one. Critical
Double
fail.
1. You can't critical fail on damage. However,
That's true. Yeah.
as far as your toughness goes, you can tell me how you avoid that shot.
My toughness is 5.
Yep. So it's not going to hit you. So what'd you do?
She dives back out the way. She's very athletic. She dives and rolls
Brilliant.
under this curtain at the back here.
I will let that be your portion of the turn.
Yeah.
Because
That's absolutely fine.
I think we have Fish going next. Not Fish. We have Andy going next. So you can get right there, and you can see their feet down below there. The only way out from there, where you're at, is through the orchestra pit.
Yeah.
No.
So Andy.
There's a set of stairs here.
There are stairs in either corner.
Those are the downstairs to go into the orchestra pit.
Yeah, but they also
you can go up.
for
you can go
us.
Up. Yes.
So that we can. The whole reason. Yeah, I'll explain on my turn.
Got
why.
it. I see what you're doing. Okay. That's great.
Bearing in mind, the curtains are slowly creeping
Absolutely.
Forward. So I would say
it's moving rapidly. Yeah.
Yeah. So at the moment, I would say that one's there and that one's there. So maybe a square at a time.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Go ahead. So Andy, what do you do?
Andy is going to. Well, Fish seems to know what he's doing. Andy really doesn't. Fish has been all over this place. Andy's going to follow Fish.
Okay. Well,
you mad.
And he's also going to pull out his phone.
Yes.
Set the video, and basically he's going to be videoing through into the auditorium to.
Very good.
Videoing those two out there with the guns and. What they're saying.
So you aim. There's only
stuff.
one with a gun. I don't know if you noticed that or not at the time, but you are there, and we have finished this round. So I think that means we're going to be going again, and we'll go with Andy, Jack
of Diamonds.
Simons.
Nice.
Fish. 4 of hearts. Do you want to spin a penny?
No, why would I?
Okay. Grace. 6 of hearts.
Jesus, I just get the crappiest bloody cards.
Bad
I
guys.
can't re-roll.
Jack of
I thought
clubs.
didn't you have one that gives you 2 cards, or?
Does anyone?
Not 2 cards. I've got the roll over if it's under 5. And I haven't had under 5. I just get shitty 5s all the time. You lot would get 4s, 3s, and 2s and be able to pull new cards. Me, I get bloody 5s. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. You have a 5 of 5 of 5 of shit.
I thought it was 5 and under, but that's
bloody
a 6.
5s.
So,
Nice. So
Shitty
Jack
vibes.
of clubs is on these guys.
You give me another 5 and you're for the hump. Jump.
For the hump.
The hump jump.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jack of diamonds. Come on.
Jack of Diamonds.
What are you going to do there, Andy?
I'm looking at Fish. Fish, where do we go?
Over to Grace. Up the stairs. Through the curtains. Follow the wall round the curtains. And then there's a door. And then through that door, there's a double set that should lead outside the back.
Right. Okay. So
According to the map that
1, 2,
we've never
3,
been
4, 5, 6, and I'm going to do a run dice. D6. Yeah.
Excellent. D6. Perfect.
For an extra 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3.
Well done.
And obviously videoing while I'm going.
Very good. All right. You hear there's some yelling inside as well, where going this way, gotta exits. Okay. So you run there. It is the spare character's turn, which is these guys.
The pink blue.
I think that
I missed
I
that.
think that's the closing curtains.
I think they close a bit faster than that.
They're closed. They're closed. I think she jumps into the orchestra pit and sees you. We sees the two characters here and here. This time, she aims at Fish, and she's going to shoot, and it's a D6 plus a D6, so it's 2D6. One of them's got to... No, I'm going to have to roll them one at a time because of how this works. And there's a 4, so there's a hit. And then we have to roll the 2D6 for damage to see if we can beat his toughness. 12. Uh-oh. Those explode.
Yeah, so roll them again.
9.
Roll 1d6 again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shit.
So 12, 21, 24.
24.
Yeah.
24.
Okay, so I've got a toughness of 5, so that is 19. How many raises is
19. Let's see.
4,
19.
8, 12,
16.
16. 4, 8, 12, 16. 3 raises.
3 raises. Well done.
I've got 4
So-
raises.
4, 8, 12, 16. Oh, 4 raises, you're right.
Do you want to soak? Or die? That was a pretty bad shot. She caught you pretty dead square center.
So what cover have I got?
You're going to try and call some cover. I think that if you look at this wall and say it extends across to here, and this wall that extends across to here, and you're all below this surface.
The stage is just literally
That's a really weird.
a suspended floor.
That is a really weird format. There is normally a wall at the back of the orchestra pit
There
with
is.
a door that gets you into the understage area.
So
So
whatever the
that's a funky
case,
setup.
they're able to see through, and I don't think there's cover, Rob.
But earlier you said that from where I was, I could see halfway.
Yes.
Hang on. I'm
So
also
if I
going to
can see
say.
them halfway up there, then
That's
surely...
when she's here. Right? She's here.
Oh, hang
halfway.
on.
She jumps into the pit.
So if I peek up there...
I also
So-
just point out, just as a little bit of an out, normally under a stage is where you store the equipment for plays and stuff. So
Okay.
there could be some boxes and crates under here that might offer
I'll-
a little bit of
Yeah,
cover.
I can give you 2 off. I mean, no, I mean, I see what you're trying to do, which would make it a non-hit, right?
No, I'm not trying to make it a non-hit necessarily.
no.
I'm just sort of saying. I think
No,
Yeah, because
what it is because with my feet on the ground here, I could see half of them up there.
no,
And
yes,
I
but
thought that
here.
was because
you were seeing under the curtain.
my head was above the
No.
stage area.
you were seeing the bottom half. I said
So
legs
basically,
and stuff.
I was viewing them via this area.
Yes, up.
Right.
And so you just
I
saw the
see.
legs.
Yeah, I'd misunderstood
Right.
that, but fair enough.
I
Yep.
apologize. That's my
okay,
bad
that's
as a
fine.
GM.
No,
to
that's
not,
fine.
do it.
That's
Right.
that's just a misunderstanding. That's
Yeah.
not a problem.
And so you were seeing the bottom half of them as you
Yep.
rush down below, and then when she hopped down into the hole, suddenly you see her. There are some boxes and some other things down there. It's not as much as you would think. It is a newer building, and they haven't like built up the detritus of years of plays. But when she aims across at you and takes that shot, it's brutal.
I'm going to spend a penny.
Let's soak the crap out of that. Come on now. You at least need one to stay standing.
That's it, isn't it? I don't need to do anything.
Oh, no. The Benny lets you soak. You make a vigor roll. The vigor roll will
Well, no, you've
tell
got a soak button on your character sheet, haven't you?
Yes, you do. Come on.
There is a soak
5.
button on the character sheet.
Okay. So the 5 will take away your 1 wound. So that's down to 3. And I think it also takes away your shaken. So you are at 3 wounds, which is the top you can possibly have. Would you like to roll that again?
I can't.
It's used
Can
all his
for a Benny.
bennies.
Oh.
No, you've taken all his bennies.
That was his
We've taken
last
all-
Benny.
You've taken all his
Okay.
bennies.
All of your actions are at minus
You've
3
encouraged
at
him
this
to
point.
spend.
No, they're
Young
not.
fish.
No, they're not. They're at minus 1 point.
Wow.
That's
Wait,
why I was
wait,
asking
was-
about cover, because I could
Was
have
your action
increased her cover by a +2. So
And your action
instead of
card was
her
a
being-
4?
Sorry?
Your action card's a 4?
Yeah.
My action
4
card
hearts.
is a 4 of hearts. It's below a 5.
Wonderful!
Wow.
Oh, this
That's
is
why I didn't want
awesome!
to spend a penny to change it.
Wow!
That's amazing.
5 or less ignores up to 2 points of penalties for one action that turn. Wow! That's cool. So your next action, you will ignore those 2 penalties. 2 levels of penalties. You'll have a -1. That's brilliant.
Well, it kicks in
Okay.
straight away, so, you know.
Absolutely. Okay, no,
Yeah.
you can do it this round because you're coming up on your round. Okay. Bang. And then this guy goes
Bitch.
1, 2, 3. Oh, he does not shrink like that. He goes
No, he
jumps down
slinks
4,
down the wall.
5, and he's and he
She,
goes
that's the other woman.
she goes underneath this right
Stamps.
here, and she's moving your direction. And the other ones move wherever they are moving. They've been moving around that you guys haven't seen. Okay. It is someone else's turn.
It's Grace's.
Grace.
No, it's not mine, is it?
Yeah,
6
of
of
hearts.
hearts.
Okay. Where did
And yeah, this is all covered with the things above.
where did Andy go?
Andy went straight forward, took a quick little turn, and looked like he ran through a door. I mean, you can't see it exactly from where you're at, but you remember there was possibly a door up that direction. I don't know if you remember that or not. But up those stairs, behind those curtains, there's probably a way out.
She's running that way then.
Excellent.
Because she can see her colleague is still standing and seems to have kind of shaken off what's happened to him. Seems to be functioning on a scale, so she knows full well their next move is to flag it.
Okay.
And that's exactly what she's going to do. So she's moving down here, across.
Okay.
Hang on. How many steps does she have? How many moves does she
1,
have?
2, 6. Before she needs to do a run roll.
6. She might well do a run roll. I mean, hey, hell. 1, 2, 3,
5 will get
4,
you to there.
5, 6. 6 will get me to there, yeah. So she passes.
Oh, yeah.
She passes Andy. What does she see here in this space?
It's a double door. You can pop that open.
She's popping
It's
out.
a storage area.
Well, it leads into a storage area.
No, this is a storage area you're in. But
This
you
is
can see
storage area.
stairs going outside.
It's going out the
You can
stairs.
see doors that will probably lead to stairs going outside.
She's opening the doors at back
Okay.
to go outside.
Perfect.
Oh, freaking brilliant! Git.
Come on, you knew that was going to happen. You
No, they were
absolutely-
upstairs. You said they'd gone upstairs to look for
They went looking that direction. You have no idea where they went.
fast little devils. Yeah. I mean, at
Fast.
most, one of them would have gone upstairs to see if fish was up there.
Nope.
One
Not
down
falling-
here.
not
No,
falling for
they're
it.
using GM knowledge.
Yeah, probably.
They are
Those
using
bastards.
GM knowledge.
I hate
One
them
would have
for
gone
that.
upstairs
You
because we
bad-
said fish was up there getting my sensors, and they'd seen him on the balcony, so they knew
They
he was
were
up
yelling
there.
back and forth. I said
And
it
they're
several
out of
times.
breath.
They're yelling
They're
back
out
and
of
forth.
breath
Not-
because they have been running.
GM knowledge. Cheating little
Absolutely.
toads.
They were yelling. The people in front were yelling, saying something about the exits. You guys remember me saying that?
I remember you saying that.
Yes.
In the one, I don't know what their move is. Is the,
Oh,
the
it would
one
be
that
really, really freaking hard for them to get there.
I mean, you know, with a move of considering they left they left the theatre at the back. That's what 1, 2,
Let's-
3,
let's
4,
say they
5,
were
6,
here.
7, 8.
Let's say they were
9,
here.
10, 11, 12.
No,
yeah.
this is no. Actually, this is fair. Let's assume that they were right about here. Okay.
Yep.
Where?
So 1, 2,
Where they're
3,
standing?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's say they could get a 2 on the run roll.
Yeah.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think instead they are here when you come through.
What? Which way did they come in?
Oh, isn't there
door
a
did they
door?
come in?
Is there a door?
There's
in
no
here?
door.
There is no door.
You're in the
Door in that
office.
I
wall.
couldn't do that. Never mind. Never mind.
Cheating
Okay.
so-and-sos.
Oh,
You're cheating
I am
scary
so
butts
mean
outside.
to you guys.
The only way they could have got round
Cheating
there would
scary
be
butts outside.
Front door.
through the front door. Yeah.
4,
They'd have to go
5,
round the front door and round.
6, 7, 8.
So-and-sos.
So 8's right there. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8's right here. I think
Yeah.
it's one
I counted
behind
to
what
that.
you said.
I counted to there, to be fair.
Well,
okay.
hey, There's
Yeah,
still
somewhere over here.
Devils.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Okay, so you open the door and there's no one there. I'm
cheeky
fair. I
devil.
want to be fair. I want to be mean, but I want to be fair. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just-
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Just for
it's
the-
Yeah,
fair
when you
enough.
pulled up over the coals, raked over the coals.
Just so that the viewers know,
Dance with
Grace
GM
opened
dance.
the door here, and
Yep.
and there was 2 teachers here. Okay?
Yeah.
and
And then we
so
recounted.
pleaded our
Magic.
case that there would be no way of
I
even
am-
help out. So the
I am
GM
all for
has
pleading
relented.
cases. I am
The
all for
GM has
pleading
relented
cases.
and moved
Absolutely.
them to here. So
As-
everything is all fine. We'll
As
go
a
to
child-
this screen now, and you
Yeah.
guys can see everything as we're now. Yeah,
As a child, when we had disobeyed and were prepared for our discipline, we were given a chance to explain ourselves. To which I have credited for many years my ability to, in a spur of the moment, come up with a really good excuse.
Blag yourself out of trouble.
My poor brother, yeah, not so much. He turned us in every time. But whatever the case, I think that that's a fair enough assessment. That you have
Christ.
moved
I've
to
just
that point,
taken fucking 20 odd points of damage.
and
So
you
the
are
least
all
you
the way
could do
back
is
where you're
not
at.
damage any more of my teammates.
So let us move to you.
Yes.
So my
Okay.
action was opening the door. Yeah, is that okay? You happy with that?
Absolutely happy with that. And in general, that's not usually an action. So if you just want to just push through that and move the rest of your...
Well, that is her full normal move. So
Okay.
if she's running...
Do you want to run?
I want to just, if I can, I want to just move to about there and peek around the corner.
Okay.
So that
When
I can
you peek around the corner, you can see that there are two professors running down the side of the building towards you.
And I gesticulate to my colleagues to go the other fucking way.
Okay. So, at this point,
Out of the way.
we're done with this round. We
hang
don't
on,
have any jokers.
hang on. Sorry, bear with. Right, so I make a move, okay, and basically I'm running. I don't give a fuck about the curtains. I am
Oh, yeah,
running,
you're just going.
okay? And I
Absolutely blowing
finish
through that.
at the top of the stairs, okay,
Mhm.
on the other side of the door. Whilst I'm running, I get my mobile phone and I ring 911.
Yes.
Oh no!
Okay,
and I've plugged in the number for Agent Alvarez
Okay.
to all our phones as well,
Okay.
so we all have him on
rings,
file.
it rings once, and you hear a lady say, 911, how may I help you?
Ambulance.
What's your emergency, please?
Ambulance, police. I've been shot.
Where? Okay. And that's perfect. Now we're going into the next round, and you have done that. Okay,
Okay.
Rob. 10 of diamonds.
10 of diamonds.
Pete.
With diamonds. Oh dear.
That's brutal, especially your last character who could just
Yeah.
just biff that away. Christine.
I'm re-rolling.
There you go.
Oh,
She gets a redraw.
rolling. Get on it, finally.
Come on, that's the Joker.
Oh!
Queen of Clubs. Nice.
There we go.
I'm
Bad
being
guys.
left behind.
Bad guys. 10 of clubs. Okay. So I'm going to put in 10 of clubs for these mofos. And have you guys put in your stuff?
Yep.
Bump, queen,
Yeah.
10. Here we go. All right. Queen, what do? You see those two men pelting your direction. You know there's baddies behind you. You can hear Fish on the phone screaming about being shot and needing an ambulance and police.
Well, I'm not screaming because I don't want to alert them to where we are.
No. You're talking on the phone. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I apologize for putting on your character something that was not said.
Yeah.
Let that not happen. Okay. You hear that? You know what's going on around you. You know there are people behind you who are moving rapidly towards you, one of which at least has a handgun.
I am going to try running. I'm going to run this up behind the theatre and try and get myself around the corner to around this area.
Of that direction. Okay. Very good.
Well, I know she's got a handgun. I have no idea what these two running up this side have got.
Fair enough.
They could have handguns as well. They can shoot me from a distance. I don't have a handgun. I'm English. I do not carry guns. I don't shoot guns.
No, you just stab the crap out of people and throw bleach in their eyes. Go on. Let's go.
Damn straight.
Yep. Damn straight.
Yes.
But it's
run.
1-to-1. It's personal. It's
It
up front.
is.
It's not from a distance, and they can do crap from a long distance away.
It's chemistry.
I love
It's
it.
chemistry.
I love it.
pH
I love it. Love it.
balances. That's what you
yeah.
need to think about.
Go for it. So run as far as
She's
you can go.
gonna run. So run is you move your 6 and then you roll
And
something.
then roll a d6.
a
See
d6.
how much
Okay.
further you can go.
1,
Or your pace.
2,
You can
3,
roll on your pace.
4, 5, 6. So 6 gets it up there. You can roll on your pace. You say.
Yeah, just hover over your pace and then just click roll. There's a dice next to your pace.
Ah,
Oh yeah.
I did not know that was a
And
thing.
running roll.
oh, there is.
10 inches.
What?
What did you roll? You must have got a 4.
You can't explode a running die.
I have no idea what she rolled. How would I know what she rolled?
6
Because
plus
it comes up on the
1d6.
screen.
Oh, okay. That
Just-
includes, I think, your initial pace.
6. So you get 4
So-
more. You get 4 more.
4 more. Yeah.
Yeah,
4
10
more.
total.
So 4 more.
4 more.
Yep.
Because
So
my
1,
5 inches
2,
was I rolled a
3.
d6 and I got 2.
4.
Fair enough. Okay. It is the other characters. You guys are running. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to roll a d6. Three. 1, 2, 3. So they're there. This person is running 1, 2, 3, 4. And is no.
Hang on.
No.
They were under the stage.
No. Where was he? Was he
Wait.
here or was he here?
Cheating
1, 2,
little
3,
villains.
4.
These villains are so
She was
sneaky.
there.
Nope.
Yeah. That
She was
under the
there.
stage.
Yep. So 1, 2, actually 1, 2,
Go diagonal.
3,
5 will take you to
4.
there.
I'm not going to do that. 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And then this person's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, but I think
She's the one
blocking
with the
it all
gun.
up. So this one right here,
Is
this is the one with the gun.
Yeah.
This guy is going to attack.
Which guy? And the one
This
that's standing behind Andy.
Yeah. And
Did you leave the door open?
It is
Or did you slam it
purely-
shut?
Well, you guys came through after me, so if Fish didn't close it, then no.
No, I'll be honest.
I mean, it may swing shut,
didn't
whatever.
even think about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think
I'm not
Opening the
holding
door
it
is not an
shut,
accident,
so
so-
attack,
yeah.
and I think the attack is going to be a fighting at D4. These are professors, guys, and this guy is not. Oh, he fails completely. He's
She.
not a
This is Dr. Stamp.
she. Absolutely,
Yeah, Dr.
and
Stamp.
she is not a
But
wild card.
what happens to her because she got a critical failure?
It's not a critical failure because it's not the doubles that we all deal with.
No, it's a 1. It's still a failure. So
No,
she rolled a 1.
I don't. Yes, on a 1d4.
But a critical
Yeah.
failure is rolling both of them. With your wild card as well on a minus, on a 1.
Okay.
I think
And
that
she hasn't
most
got
of
that
the
ability.
most of the non-wild cards don't get the ability to do amazing things. And they don't get the ability to fail amazingly.
Okay.
So takes a
So just-
grab, swipe, swing at Andy, and just fails.
Yeah.
You feel her fingers rake through your windbreaker or whatever you're wearing, and that's whoa scary. But no, nothing happens. Okay, Fish.
I
You're now at -3. I think that applies to run rolls too, but I don't remember. But go ahead.
Yes, right. So,
I had not
1,
appreciated that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
I'm
Wanna roll one
gonna
die?
Try and run.
Okay. Ain't so
I
good.
got a 5.
Go ahead and take the. Go ahead and go.
1, 2. So, am I going to be at -3 for the run?
Yeah.
So
I'm
in
gonna
that
say
case,
that.
I move 2.
We'll look at it.
So I rolled a 5. So and that gave me 8
Fair enough.
inches. So I'm taking 3 off So it's a 2. So I'll
2.
move 2 squares, which will be 5
Perfect.
inches.
Right behind. Absolutely.
Right behind.
Okay.
And I'm as I'm running, I'm checking to see whether the bullet's through and through. One of them. I'm trying to see where did she hit me?
He hits you fairly center mass. Where you're seeing the blood is high up on the right side of your chest. And where you're feeling it off the back, it seems like it bounced off the clavicle and went out higher, closer to your spine. It's not a great wound.
Shit. Okay.
And you're feeling a lot of blood is coming out.
Grace. Sorry to ask this. Do you use... end of my go.
You were not asking for tampons, I promise. Okay.
I was.
And he stopped. Well done.
I'm just thinking, if it's that bad a wound, which I mean, 3 wounds in one go is a bad one. Me running is not exactly the best thing for an injury like this. So I'm thinking I'm not going to push the envelope here.
Well, Hollywood rules apply, which is any wound that happened more than a minute ago just sort of kind of gets better. just keep running. Just keep running. Keep going.
However, we are now moving to Andy, who is in actual combat, but he is going to go.
Yeah. So, what are the rules on disengaging without getting
I am brutally unaware.
Oh, I can.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
I believe they get to attack you.
I think they do in Savage Worlds, but I'm unsure. I think they can only attack once. I think if you take a disengage, well, oh gosh, now I'm going back.
I don't know. This is my problem. Is it seems like sort of the D&D attack of opportunity, but
but
it's called something else.
Take a disengage and go. I think disengage is a different thing. I think it's an actual feat in.
Oh, withdrawing from melee. Okay. Don't know what pages. Withdrawing from melee. Whenever a character retreats from melee, all adjacent non-shaken and non-stunned opponents get an immediate free attack. See free attacks, page 101.
Yep.
Yeah. So what you need
I
to
think
do...
that's right because
I need to try and shake them.
If you want to, but you also know that the last time it was like we can
pretty, yeah.
And do you understand?
Shake them? Can you fart in their face?
And he's just gonna run. He's just gonna run. He's not
absolutely
not having any of this.
Okay, so she'll make an attack.
I mean, it's
a D4. So I mean, we know that this is.
That's that one again.
You slip right away from her.
Okay, right. So 1, 2. Oh, I'm going to make a run roll.
Absolutely.
So let's roll that. I'll give the total 7. Oh, I got a 1. Ooh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there.
Okay.
We're running up the side here, but there's as I remember from the map,
a lot of open area. Absolutely.
Yeah, we want to be heading for a well lit building in this.
Absolutely.
As fast as we can.
Let us go.
Don't we want to get to Grace's truck?
Okay, so where is the back?
If
where
you
are
think
we?
about it, you guys have probably come out and are running up this direction towards these trees.
Because I kind of want to be over here. What's number 4?
Oh, number 4
It's
is
the library.
Yep.
That'll be
So
open.
do you guys want to hit the tree line and then work your way around? We're out of combat.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, let's get to the library.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
You
off
guys
map,
start-
so I didn't know that was there. But yeah, so
Did I move?
we would
the
want
map?
cover.
Did I? Yeah, I did. So I think you guys have moved into the tree line and are making your way carefully around, and then you come down this far side of the library. And do you want to go in?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking for first
I
aid
want to get to a
boxes.
first. I'm going a first aid box.
Whilst I'm
There is a
running-
first aid box.
Whilst I'm running, I do ask Grace if she's got a couple of tampons.
That's always a question.
She's got a backpack. You never know.
She'd always carry at least a couple just in case of emergency. You
She should
never
have
know, you know.
She should have some surgical tape or some athletic bandages or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely
it
would
up.
have.
So can you
Yep.
does anyone have a healing roll?
Yes,
Yes,
I do.
me. I'm pre-med. I can
And
sort
she does
myself
too.
out.
So why don't
Oh, there we go.
who gives whom help on this roll?
I only got a D6, so I'm happy to give you help.
What do you have?
Well, I've got a D10, so
Yeah.
Okay, so you give him all of the stuff he needs. So give me your roll.
Who? Oh, no, okay.
You, Christine.
Oh,
Me.
Oh,
Me.
Why'd you go ahead and roll that, Rob? You gotta
well,
wait.
she said, "Give me
You
a
gotta
roll."
wait. No.
Yeah, and I
asked
too
who.
much.
Grace didn't
Ah,
didn't
but she didn't
give
hurt
him any
you.
help.
At least.
No.
Well, I'm going to
you're
spend a penny.
You're doing well at that on your own.
I'm going to spend a penny because I can.
Good
Yes,
idea.
you may. Absolutely
rub it
do
in.
it. Go ahead. But Rob,
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. Come on.
As we run through the trees, Rob is bouncing off the trees, impales himself on a tree branch.
Okay, the last penny is gone. Because I
as
really...
you guys come around this corner,
God's sake.
there is a police car
Roll something
right
decent,
here
you
and
son-
an ambulance
Yeah,
right
at
here.
least it's a 4.
Okay, I run
Excellent.
onto the
Get
ambulance,
into the ambulance.
and then I collapse.
Okay, so there's a police car right here now and an ambulance right here, and they're starting to treat our good friend Charles.
I did roll a 4 eventually after giving
The
up all my
policeman
pennies.
says, "What happened?
Oh, fuck
What's
you,
going on?
bitch.
How did you get
Got-
shot?"
Got shot in the theatre. We have to escape.
You can see over here, those professors are standing out front and are
Those
starting to
4
walk this
professors
way.
there, those professors. They're not what they seem. They're murderers.
What?
He's
How do you
got him.
know? What do you mean? I mean,
Well, shit. I'll show them the video on my phone.
Hang on. I'm going to say, restrain them first. We'll show you after.
I am so excited about the video on your phone.
Oh,
That
it's on the
is-
video.
Huge. So
Yeah.
when you show the cops this video as they're walking across being stern professors,
Mhm.
they're like, "Holy crap! What is going on?" And they move over, and the professors try and talk to them, and immediately are turned around and handcuffed and moved towards the cars.
Excellent. That's good. Right.
Is
What
there
are you-
Is there any other crime you might want to indicate that they could have possibly have done?
Well, we're going to wait until our friendly detective Alvarez turns up.
Oh, he's there
Okay,
in
I'm
a
gonna.
second car.
Okay, we're gonna say. I'm gonna go talk to him. Explain what we found in terms of the video. Talk to him about Maggie. I mean, if he's been around for a couple of years, he may well remember
Yeah.
Maggie.
There was a missing girl, a Maggie. Yeah, a Maggie. What was her name? Adams?
Maggie Adams. Yeah.
We looked into that. What are you saying?
Well, hey, you look at this video. That looks like a very real murder at the end of that video.
I remember they showed it once, and people got upset, and we never saw. Let me have a look at that. It says these four, they're not teaching here anymore. If that's going to be the case.
I would hope
I
not.
should hope not.
Texas has the death penalty, doesn't it?
They fix up 2 of your wounds. Okay, you're going to be a little bit under the weather coming forward for healing, but they have bound you up and they've given you what you needed, etc. I'm not going to make you go sit in the hospital. And at this point, at 10:53, I think we are through with a very interesting evening, a very interesting set of events that happened. But we also have there were 2 ways that you could free the ghost. One was destroying that video.
Ah, really? Okay.
2 was getting the professors caught for their crime of what they did.
I prefer that one.
I do too.
Personally, I didn't get shot, but you know.
Yeah. So well done. You guys solved this weird mystery. And we never got into the tit for tat between the drama and the cinematography students, blah blah blah, that went on. That never really played. But you guys figured out the mystery. You solved it. I think the sound effects and the delayed move into it was a little bit fun for sort of raising a little bit of interest of what was happening. And then when things started happening, here we go. The ghost was never a part of that.
It was just the lead, really. Yeah. No, I thought it was really good. Yeah.
So really cool.
There's only one thing I think could have improved it, which is, I think what is it, Dr. James?
Yes.
As she's led away in chains, she should have looked over at us and said, "We would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you pesky kids."
I think absolutely. Why not? And with that sound, I will say, Rob, if you can cut us off, and the pesky kids have won. Woo!
Whoop, whoop.
If you got all the way to the end, we appreciate your support. Thank you for watching the NVRA whilst we bring you content of different games. If you like what we have done, please like and subscribe.